don't want it, they working my nerves. I'm about to pour some syrup. Fucking this bitch like a perm. Smack on the back of a perm. Ice, the bird. Shitting on all you little turds. Can't take that dick, wait your turn. In my own lane, we can't merge. So with no hands, you can learn. Let's see how much you can earn. Why me go big like the worm? And I ain't smoking no shirt. I'm in the beat with P. Liddy. QP ski. I love my bitches, it's pretty. They showing their titties, it's up to the ceiling. I let her run through a million. I rock with her really, let's fuck on a billion. I'ma get down to the gritty, then fuck up the city, the home of the villains. Ecstasy, wonderful feeling. Smoke out the pound when I'm chillin'. Trappin', I made me a killer. Look, I got everybody wishing. I hope you play your position. I don't want nobody listening. I see them hoe with precision. Givers my only decision. Young gun, no one that back calling me splurge. Why me jump right off the curb? Bentley spread fly like a bird. Spin on the first and the third. Solid, I'm keeping my word. Can't be my equal, I don't know what you heard. Crack up the foreign, I swerve. Keep me a stick if they purge.
Alhamdulillah, 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 alhamdulillah. Sweets, caught it lit. Alhamdulillah, 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 alhamdulillah. Sweets, caught it lit. I just want pull up in coops. I just want more for loose. I just be dripping in cool. I just be tripping in news. Kick it with goons. I just be smoking the fumes. I just might fly to the moon. I just get high like balloons. I just be out making moves. I just be sipping that juice. I just be spending for loose. I just be dripping in juice. I just be wet like I'm pools. I just don't care about no rules. I'm just a far with a tool. I just be killing you news. All of my guns, yeah, they blue. Fortnite, I'm getting a loot. Dropping the top on my coupe. Coupe and it came with no roof. Yeah, I just give it my juice. Say I hit a lick, alhamdulillah. Oh, you getting dead, alhamdulillah. Never snitch, alhamdulillah. Oh, you getting rich, alhamdulillah, 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 alhamdulillah. Sweets, caught it lit, alhamdulillah, 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 alhamdulillah. Sweets, caught it lit. Alhamdulillah, 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 alhamdulillah.
Yeah, my diamonds on. Yeah, my diamonds on. Yeah, my money long. Yeah, my money tall. Heard it's Tyler's God. Heard you tryna come rock with us, wanna know who you are. Let's get disrespectful. Let's get disrespectful. You better have some respect when you type to me. I'ma cut you off. Cut you off and talking to me. Cut you off my car. Cut you out my life. Where my scissors at? Where my Twizzlers at? Put my motherfucking army when I need that. I'm the realest in this game, you know I bleed that. When we pull up, we could say, where your seats at? of all that shit, I stood just fine. Yeah, my diamond jump. Yeah, my diamond tall. Yeah, my money long. Yeah, my money tall. Heard his style is God. Heard you tryna come rock with us, wanna know who you are. Let's get disrespectful. Let's get disrespectful. You better have some respect. When you tight to bed, I'ma cut you off. Cut you off and talking to me. Cut you out my car. Cut you out my life. Where my scissors at? Where my tweezers at? Where my motherfucking army when I need that? I'm the realest in this game, you know I bleed that. When we pull up, we Corsair, where your seats at? I'm in 2093, where your life at? When you diamond clean like me, but can you wipe that? I don't need a hammer gun, you know I slice that. Yeah, I push up on this beat, I fucking knife that. Yeah, my diamond jump. Yeah, my diamond tall. Yeah, my money long. Yeah, my money tall. Heard his style is God. Heard you tryna come rock with us, wanna know who you are. Let's get disrespectful. Let's get disrespectful. You better have some respect. When you tight to bed, I'ma cut you off. Cut you off and talking to me. Cut you out my car. Cut you out my life.
Yo, Pierre, you wanna come out here?
In New York, I merely rock. Hiding in my socks. Running from a up. And I shoot that up. And I'm on the block. And I'm on the block. In New York, I merely rock. Hiding in my sock. Hiding in my sock. Selling every rock. In New York, I merely rock. Hiding in my sock. Used to every rock. Running from the cop. Shooting at the ops.
Yo, Pierre, you wanna come out here?
Shooting at the ops. Cause I run that block. Give me top. In my drop top. I did hug on flop. When I drop. I did hug on flop. When I drop. I did hug on flop. When I drop. Woof. 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 I did hug on cat. I did hug on bag. Fucking on your bitch. I'm her dad. All these niggas sound like cat. I'm a soldier. Damn, I thought I told you. Shooting like a soldier. Like I'm from that northern. All these niggas always fold. Big, bang, never fold. Sip, act, feel that shit slowly. Bitch, I'm sexy like the clothes. I'm London, young Cardi Globe. Designer is on me. Call it dirty laundry. I did bitches want young Cardi. Hey, young Cardi. What? Young Cardi. Y'all, all of your bitches they loose. All of your bitches they loose. All of my bitches they rich. And they say rockin' that rich. What? Y'all rich. Cash Cardi, bitch. Rich, bitch. Got a rich click. I'm sucking on the click. She sucking on the dick. Gave that hoe a tip. Told her buy some kicks. Then I run my teeth. Hop up in the world. Glocky in the world. And I'm cocky. Fucking on the dodgy. Just wanna plot me. Bitch can't stop me. I'm riding in the mice. This ain't even my mice. Hold that not your dodgy. Your bitch look like an auntie. Walked in with a shanty. Then I look like Shanti. Then I look like Cartier. I think that be young Cartier. Heard he spend 100 on a fucking watch piece. That's filthy. In New York, I merely rock. Hiding in my socks. Running from my up. And I shoot that up. And I'm on the block. Hello? And I'm on the block. In New York, I merely rock. Hiding in my sock. Hiding in my sock. Selling every rock. What? In New York, I merely rock. Hiding in my sock. Used to every rock. Running from the cop. Shooting at the ops. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, Pierre, you wanna come out here?
Bitch ass nigga. Fuck that nigga, man.
Yo, Pierre, you wanna come out here?
Yeah, life is like a motherfucker. motherfucking dream. Fill my double cup up with some leans. Yeah, put my dick in your bitch clean. Yeah, rats coming in evergreen.
Yeah, hold up, let me pop my shit. Pussy nigga talking, we gon' leave him in a ditch. I'll kill my brother, pussy nigga, if he snitch. I was outside being bad with the Grinch, nigga, bad with the Grinch. Yeah, trapping out the motherfucking bricks. Yeah, moving bells, nigga, yeah, moving bricks. Fucking on his dot in that bitch a red bone. Yeah, put the bitch on. I put niggas on like some motherfucking cologne. Fuck nigga, yeah, I ain't singing Post Malone.
With the game, we keep a 5-7. And you know we keep some Mac 11s. I just love me some lethal weapons. Child of God, I'll send your ass to heaven. Life is like a motherfucking dream. Fill my double cup up with some leans. Yeah, put my dick in your bitch clean. Yeah, rats coming in evergreen.
Yeah, hold up, let me pop my shit. Pussy nigga talking, we gon' leave him in a ditch. I'll kill my brother, pussy nigga, if he snitch. I was outside being bad with the Grinch, nigga, bad with the Grinch.
And too short to wait.
First off, fuck Elon Musk, $8 too much, bitch, that's expensive. For the hoes in the back and the cracks in the slack, if I tweet and delete, then I meant it. I don't really check, cause I got no respect, and these niggas might know me like a dentist. City all about these streets, so we hear some shit and they get offended. This ain't what you want, no, this ain't what you want. Fuck y'all niggas, I feel like Papa John. Left straight to the bank, I'm Tony Khan. And they hate what I say, cause I ain't wrong. What kind of rapping is this? The economy rap niggas bitch, you know it. I put a dope my bitch, that pussy get fitted like this, she know it. These niggas be texting with kids, it doesn't get stranger than this, that's whole shit. I don't fuck with you niggas like I'm Hulk Hogan, wait. I am me, red eyes with a shot of repeat. While you stretching and tripping your tweets, I've been stretching your girl, she. What's the deets? In the crib, you can swallow for weeks. Watch your energy, watch what you tweet. You can go from Eli to Yang on the weed.
Smoking on the dope, nigga, no more. So flat, we tell you well, we gon' go. Do a place you won't, that won't leave. Got a lot here to say the key. In your head, girl, I'm rap free. She can stop thinking about me, so drop her up like you're picking up change. Go ahead, girl, do your thing. So what's up with that? What's up? Spitting fast like Buster. If I need to trust her, feel like I love ya. Uncut with that top side, my brain fried. Don't do drugs, had 2 plugs, you ain't just died. I'm up late, no talk show, things pop up, who got blow. Talk with a hoe, had a bankroll. Shop never closed, if it ran slow. Ain't no way, God niggas never did shit for me. Came up off that stock, had that recipe. Now I do this for my legacy. Top over my dog gave me an extra 3. You ain't never seen no pain that you lost everything. You wanna crash out and say fuck everything. But stuck to it like fly track, no pine swell, no ice pack. That action bitch, she like that. My young nigga step for me, like old mommy and pants. You don't know shit about me, nigga. Who is your man? Brown, got a 1 extra, like the BBC. White girls all on me, but love. My nigga roll it up, make her run like Whitney in the bathtub. Satisfied. On my lonely worry about no gossip. Niggas clocking, watching all up in my wallet. Just keep it on the hush hush. You ain't tough, ain't like us. Just be yourself and you need help.
Back in this bitch with the dope, she backing it up for a gram. Baby, I cannot do nothing with hope. I'ma try Molly and Zans. They try to get me the ghost. Boy, you ain't Kai when touching you banned. 90 degrees with a coat, ho, and I ain't showing my hands. I make it harder to breathe. I can run like my emotions. I keep them both in my sleeve. I need more time to myself. I don't need advice. I just need to be.
Back in this bitch was the issue. Bitch, stay buckle and you off the leash. Fuck 'em.
They don't got nothing for me. It's like I've been working for crumbs. Now I'm feeling free as my speech. Calling capital free agent. Cap the salary, free of my team. Y'all rap like replacements. They can't find a replacement for me. When I stalk your page and I see you living life, respect for me. And I tell myself you ain't know her worth and I draft apologies. Fuck. These niggas act like I owe them. These niggas be dick riding for grown ass men that don't even know them. They don't even come outside, don't even see mans late night like Conan. They offer that 2-chair high and sells his can let it go like Frozen. Bet if I let off these shots, no games, you finna just dance like Goten. White people love making excuses and bitching, I guess that's what culture is for them. You know that this shit don't stop. Black men that hate me usually talk as broke as hell and just mad people love me for me while they put on the front still nobody knows. They don't like when I talk like this, cause they know that that shit is for them. These cracks love talk about me and acting like it's my job to ignore them. Bitch, please. Still rich, still pretty, still touring. Still lit, still gritty, y'all boring. I don't fuck with you niggas like Hogan. Trigger finger just be glitching his program. I ain't taking disrespect from no man. Niggas rap about guns, don't own them. Y'all sipping liquor, you can't even hold them. I'm taking shots every day like DeRozan. scaring the hoes. Play that shit out and touch their toes. We don't wanna hear that weird shit no more. What the fuck is that? Give me the Mars card. Stop scaring the hoes. Play that shit out and touch their toes. We don't wanna hear that weird shit no more. What the fuck is that? Give me the Mars card. Play something for the bitches. How the fuck you supposed to make money off this shit? You wanna be an MC? What the fuck you think it's that 93?
Welcome to that big league. This young man sport. Fuck that hip hop and that old man flow. What an auto-tune that. Give a fuck about the trash. Cause all up with the scams. Catch up on man. Say ain't about the bars. Cause all up with the brands. Say ain't about the art. Cause all up with the brands. Give a fuck about the fans. Put a money in my hand. But I bought a new chain. Give a fuck about the go round. And a brand new ring. But I go to the beach. Bring my own thing. I'm a businessman. You're like chickens. Now what that shit?
Stop scaring the hoes. Play that shit out and touch their toes. We don't wanna hear that weird shit no more. What the fuck is that? Give me the Mars card. Stop scaring the hoes. Play that shit out and touch their toes. We don't wanna hear that weird shit no more. What the fuck is that? Give me the Mars card. Play something for the bitches. How the fuck you supposed to make money off this shit? You wanna be an MC? What the fuck you think it's that 93?
Stop scaring the house. Railing shit. I'm touching their toes. We ain't wanna hear that weird shit no more. What the fuck is that? Give me that ice cord. Stop scaring the house. Railing shit. I'm touching their toes. We ain't wanna hear that weird shit no more. What the fuck is that? Give me that ice cord.
I see you walking in. I see you walking in. Walk it. Walk it. Walk it. Yo, what that shit?
Niggas 多彩なテクニックで楽しむテニス
Niggas don't rap no more, they just sell clothes. So I should probably quit and start a line of bad flow somehow. Like this Siri and Siri, if I'm that nigga, should probably answer back, don't ask me stupid shit, my nigga. I'm a stone cold degenerate, working up with no membership. A minute late, you wonder where the bitches went. My manuscript, I can't handle it. Eat your ass like I'm cannabis. I show up on your screen like telling evangelist. And I happy that I can clap those cheeks like getting brown to your yard need more than the milkshake. But now and I'm saying I'm out, they wanna see me fall off, but they not sprout. I keep the customers at the front, we got I run around the corner, body stop flow.
It ain't real. Listen, you see that? You can't be broke and over 30. Get your ass beat. You see that? Come on, bro.
The thing that makes me
No, I'm just saying, man. Is it the cars, the clothes, the money, the jewelry, the crib, the drug, or the hoes? Is it the cat, the meth, the weed, the lean, the molly, the boy, the blow? You can get rocked like Christian. How you hating them, broke, I'm fixing them. Right, they got these raps Mississippians. Try to press they lost like Gilligan. I got the J for my babe. About that money, call me Mr. Slade. With a rap on the numero 8. Put together like Danity Kane. Fuck your feelings, I'm stuck in my ways. Local niggas be stuck in their place. They don't saying that shit to my face. Cause they know I take shots like Clay. I wanna rock right now. Hitting whippets and eating halal. Get to clipping while whipping these sounds. You get hit, you gon' sing like Bilal. Back it up. See that bitch, I'm acting up. Cause something right here ain't adding up. Smack it up. 100, ain't no whacking us.
Push it to the maximum. I do what I want to. Stay, yeah, ain't no accident. Mashing them, knocking off the first, the way we smacking them. Immaculate. In theory, I have it. Way out there, we too far gone. Leave me alone, let me get my zone. Just fall back, I'ma put you on. Lost out here, can't find no home. Going out, so tap in. I'm about to take you for what's been, so buckle up. Nigga, we about to go in. Hands on the wheel, no accident. Hands on the wheel, no accident. Ain't you picking those on hinges? Look at him, he's so expensive. Make her hop on in my mention. When she see it so expensive, set it up. I'm a nigga on that. Give me a ring, I get it round. I don't wanna see you jump around. Welcome to my house of pain, where you can't get everything. Coming down like April rain. Yes, you may just say my name. Pull up from a week outside. I'm gonna take you for a ride. No one say so grinding high. Let me tell you what I'm gonna do. Tell no lies, just tell your truth. I'm a big dog like Marmaduke. Park itself when I come through. Pull up from a week outside. I'm gonna take you for a ride. No one say so grinding high. No one say so grinding high. Like NASCAR, nigga, you bet not go there. But you better get your mind right, boy, let that shit all over that windshield. Nigga, I'm real right, go stand up. Well, how fuck plan B? I'm like this one, I ain't got a lot of kids, so just pull out and straight out in. Get it out like, okay, I see what you're doing. I done came up like a ruins, never step up, it's eyes and Owen. Baby, hey, going down like Mayday, yeah. I'ma make it do what it do, how she do what I say, you would think I know voodoo, baby, yeah. It's hard like Sudoku. So I put a gang in her do shoot. Put the chill on the tail, broke a rope, go. You know, choose, fuck, I'm with that loose screw. I'm a J shoot, then you're out to the loop. You a sucker here, grip those girls and the ass up to the moon. Acting like I know who he is, and I'm looking like, who are you? It's Peggy and Penny, everybody know what's in the Cobra Clutch. Yeah. Got the game on the crutch. Yeah. Any niggas, gotta put on like we sweat villains, we done sex quick top.
And you know I don't know any other name tonight under the heaven.
Walking this bitch to the wall. Fuck what you're in your top. Rappers be calling the cops. Civilians thinking we off. This is shit that I flash in the block. No, all my exes turn into ops. Give me that Nancy, give me that Rue, give me that Barbara, take out the truth. I feel like Trump when I step in the booth. Yeah, tripping like Judy, you know how to do. Stick for the Mulianis. Now we playing zombies. Choppers like Beto, that shit come in cases. Don't cover they face, that bitch Mac Harmon. Give me that Rogan, give me that Woo. Hit her like H-Town, knocking them boots. 30-30 and my dick know the truth. Frank Lucas got my bitch feeling blue. Straight, crack in the booth. Feel like speed, won't stop me, not you. Couldn't shop at the store and have EBT2, now it's stuck in the car. Bring that money through. Nigga, I do this for fun. They hide behind money like TTS Duns. I heard niggas want to attack my show. This is why I look like Olivia Munn.
Okay, I see what you're doing. I done came up like a ruins, never step up, it's eyes and Owen. Baby, hey, going down like Mayday, yeah. I'ma make it do what it do, how she do what I say, you would think I know voodoo, baby, yeah. I don't rap circles around niggas, I do figure commercial real estate. Mistake was made when razor blades hit the dinner plate. Same story, win a race. Lights, camera, action, close the slate. When tables turn, I'm making records break. Bump it to the DJ, make the needle skip the plate. Break it, check it.
Why are you still talking to me? Shut the fuck up!
You satire, campfires to Al-Qaeda. I'm like the only lighter in Rikers. You're vampires, always biting and sucking. Shit, it's not ain't no discussion. Concussions, you try to touch him on my mama. I was wrong, like a ramen. From a fat bitch saying no more McDonald's I come from. When the work was honest, it's either getting shot at. I just hit the bottle to drown out the chatter. All these voices in my head had my brain all scattered. How I got more air. When I stop popping them pills, now I'm slanging propane like I'm king of the hill. Man, it's over for that lame shit, the ending is near. It's your finish, like you're done. You just saying a bunch of nothing. Like you're speaking in tongues. Show up uninvited, they didn't want me to come. Feel like daddy home, they all my son.
Forgive me, Father, for slaying Sookie through muddy waters. Forgive they daughters, they barking at me, I'm raw dogging. These drug addicts attached to me like I'm Tom Holland. Swing on these actors, these rappers faker than Andy Kaufman. Truman show up with the truth and get shoveled in a coffin. I shit you not, feel like Shia LaBeouf and all these problems. You smack your bitch up like Prodigy when you deal with darling. I smack my bitch ass the Prodigy when we deal with dog. It's black AOC, no matter what they try, say they can't KO me. Yo bitch got me off the Molly in the BCDs. He said baby just let me ride like DRE. How the fuck you 30 plus and still posted on KTT? I make real fucking G's like EZE. I wish these nerds would come outside so they can 343 and they post your wannabe black ass on Say Cheese TV. Nigga, forgive me Father for slaying Sookie through muddy waters. Forgive they daughters, they barking at me, I'm raw dogging. These drug addicts attached to me like I'm Tom Holland. Swing on these actors, these rappers faker than Andy Kaufman. Truman show up with the truth and get shoveled in a coffin. I shit you not, feel like Shia LaBeouf and all these problems. You smack your bitch up like Prodigy when you deal with darling. I smack my bitch ass the Prodigy when you do it, dog.
You think you know me? You 100 times before.
She just took my soul out of my body. I'm like there she blows, told everybody. I can't feel my face off these narcotics. I took her to space on autopilot. I've been running all night, saying that I'm good. She keep looking at me, okay, let me see the nigga. She wanna roll with a real one, nigga, but you acting too tough. Better get out your feeling for a nigga, be feeling of hot slugs. Ride that thing like a rodeo. Up that Casamigos, got her taco dripping on the floor. It's the mission, people tell them chill before we up that pole. Up that Britney Spears, got me dancing like I love control. I done just pop me a double, I might be in trouble. I'm looking like Space Jam. All of these colors, I wanna see double. I need some rain bands. But I've been drinking all day. Okay, now I can't get stand up. That shit all in my face. Okay, but I can't get jammed up. We all getting money. Rain, sleet, snow, when it's sunny. We all getting money. Rain, sleet, snow, when it's sunny. She just took my soul all on my body. I was like that she blows, told everybody. I can't feel my face off these narcotics. I took her to space on autopilot. I've been rolling all night, saying that I'm geeked up. She keep looking at me, okay, let me see the nigga. She wanna roll with a real one, nigga, boy acting too tough.
Okay, dangerous. Swang with us, sang with us, them niggas can't hang with us. My bitch getting lit, she tricking up angel us, entangled up. That enabled us to put your girl in the came across. So don't play with us, don't aim at us. You ain't the same as us. I'm up in BCD, they putting out APGs. Your girl in that backseat getting hard, rock like CBGs. I'm on the ground like a young bumby. Pyrex living, I'm a nigga B. I'm the black Marjorie Taylor Green. You throw the nigga that sound like it down, that's getting ugly, it's crazy. Your parents lied, you ain't special, you weak. I had your guys, you still got the beats. I bud drive when they do that to me, I'm just a different Nick. Chopper, catching size and it's spitting like he is overtime. And I'm still taking threes, I see the lies and I hope y'all believe it. Confront me and I get sucking this shit. Right after taking this shit, wait.
You think you know me?
Just one time, bitch think. All that money get flushed in the blink. Shut a dribble, go give me a ring. You got money, you don't gotta think. I was chillin' one time, bitch bang. Left the app, now I get what you things. Feel like Ezra when I'm on the scene. All these felonies they never seen. Got my cup like I'm Argentine. Like the second bitch stay on my screen. I'm addicted to hating on me. Don't know what it takes, do not ever machine. Just one time, bitch think. All that money get flushed in the blink. Shut a dribble, go give me a ring. You got money, you don't gotta think. Crack is soft as a mink. Hunter bottom to stay on my sink. Ketamine got me singing like Tink. It's just like a pill, I feel like I'm just one time, bitch think. All that money get flushed in the bank. Shut a dribble, go give me a ring. You got money, you don't gotta think. One. Look on my hairline is cane. Left and the right is the same. You bitches shit for me like Danny Kane. People scared to put in work. You won't take an L, so you take a name. I'm playing above the rim. I brought a gun to the game. I'm living life with no rules. You try to play foul, I'm shooting the tray. This year I triple my cars. I beat you with the pick with your aim. I'm living life in a flash. We carry the car, you enter my name. Industry think that I need them. All that I need is no rain.
Make what you do look easy. Can't see me, they all get queasy. Moving on up like George and Weezy. Think I see your back out, they don't need it. Cap it on me, but that is the lowercase. No, we not linking up, we do not correlate. They cannot breathe, I think I'm more suffocate. Some of that shit don't care what to say. Big bag on me like I just got out the county. They play Iron Man like Rubber Downey. Better watch her, she all on me. Got love in the middle, I ain't money. Don't know boo, bitch, you get coney. Ain't no way a bitch get shit from me. Who you think you is? Better go and get it together. Better get a new idea, cause fuckin' with me, try to put it forever.
Bitches in your nigga world. Bitches in your nigga world.
We got next, so clear the front, been throwing my elbow with the shit. They yummy like Velcro. All I need is a cell phone, I'ma get what I want. We been out Melrose for a little to spare home, then again in the month. Try to get the bread home, and I'm trying to get the bread home with my brother that's stunned. Cut up a side, why I smell like put in the job, get up out the fuck in my ear, you don't know. You ain't no friends, that with you. Bitch, in my lifeline, ain't gon' wait for no right time just to get up and sprint. He in his right mind, he gon' sit.
Party's over, Grandpa.
I'm a talking tongue. Legs in the air, scream hallelujah. Make girls work that hoe it will all. Drinking out wine, but no communion. Only my dick she is consuming. On her knees, said, oh my God. Pull the camera out, let's make a movie. See what like know what's up. Go ahead, girl, just bless me. If you're on your period, call me Moses. Cause I'm about to split that Red Sea. Give me that head like you're breaking bread. I'm about to fuck you like the 12 disciples. Hold my balls like you're doing the cross. Let's send it back, but I know y'all. That hurt with my dick like David and Goliath. Take a tone, go flick it at me like a slingshot. Might get a cock on a mountaintop. Drop, get it, don't stop. We like Adam and Eve, but I'ma eat that apple bottom.
I'ma make it last. When I ate that pussy, I broke my fast.
Now how many times I tell you when I get to the money, but shake that ass. How many times I tell you when I get to the money, but it come back fast. Now how many times I tell you when I get to the money, but shake that shit. Now how many times when I lace you with how many rhymes? When I tell you it's something that deep, and you come back and tell me it's fine. Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it. How many times I tell you when I get to the money, but it shake that ass.
Want that pussy like Baptist? 2 for my sauce, see they down. Turn me around now, turn me around. Let me be, yeah. Oh, turn around. Let me be, yeah. Oh, turn around. Turn me around. Let me be, yeah. Oh, turn around.
Torn a ride, angry and short, willing to die. Most my haters scared won't come outside, it's making me cry. Rappers step up and get shit on like they in Dubai, telling no lies. The pride can fit in this ride, I don't give a fuck who niggas don't like. Most y'all sorry ass niggas won't be like Mike, y'all be in highs. Make beats and try, y'all type beaches. Walk it off, just in the charge, I ain't lost a call. When your boys get to singing like Aaron Hall, just remember I always help out my dog.
Stuff on a bitch, my phone that hoe like Sarah Nara. Everything about you is wrong. Got big pockets like a Batman car. Nigga, you won't see tomorrow. One phone call, your family sorrow. Just be a whole bunch of pyro. Shoot no niggas like De Niro Park. Hold up, watch out, watch out. Nigga, I'm about to go nuts. Hold you, say what? Nigga, better keep it on the high. I'm on my mind, I don't come right this plan. Rip it off, fill it up somewhere strange. Now I'm begging y'all niggas can't handle it. Now I'm begging y'all niggas can't stand it. Hold up, calm down. Just take a deep breath. Hold you, watch out. Better not take another step. When I want niggas ain't fuckin' with me. Bobbing the flex, niggas something to see. I make it hard for you niggas to breathe. Never be another motherfucker like me. Acting so brand new. Everything I wear is vintage. About to run up on you. Take your spot and take your business. Man, I can't fuck with y'all niggas. Y'all let Jake Harlow sell y'all chick.
This that a regular wave. I'm smoking something unusual, but to me it's just regular haze. They coming to clean up my cuticles, tired of smoking these regular strains. You get used to these crackers accusing you when you black it's a regular thing.
Girl, it's been minutes, it's been hours, and it's been days, bitch. I pray for you always. It's so tragic, babe.
Yeah. Your path is looking like shit. Your bag is looking like shit. That ass is looking like shit. Almost 30, don't know who you is, bitch. Work it out. You ain't even on shit.
Everything about Chip Hanks I like.
Back in this bitch and you bump me, then kick out my shoulder, leaning like I'm Joe. All of that royalty power, that fame and respect, you can't change the fact that you a hoe. Body like Lucy, you thinking you bruising when you can end up going out like the crow. Niggas want action, I'm not into acting with you on the screen like I'm Christopher No.
Yeah, my bitch, she's so perfect and bad. And I love her, she's shaking that ass. Go ahead, girl, put that guap in the bag. These niggas is trash. They be ass. This Kimber a freak. You can flash. Why do these nobody start with me? They don't got moves, don't got beats, don't got heart like me. It's for real. Bustin' drones while I'm packing it still. Fishy niggas fuck with it, get real. She shaking it up. She touching my leg, I know she wanna
fuck this club up.
Picking it down till she feel like it's us. Make me feel like a slut. You know that they ain't no harder. Me die for my bitch, you got like a partner. I'm not a bachelor, I'm not a shooter. Bitch with a cash at, I'm a computer. I feel like AP could just sell the whole ruler. Keep one eye open like sleep with the ruler. Got one in the head straight from a doulas. Triggering, nobody's living rent free. These spot niggas living vicariously through niggas that don't know they exist. If I was them, I'd be pissed. They ride dick for free and they can't pay their rent. I spit on your bitch and it should let me vent. She came back to you from a show, let him vent. Racks, I'ma get time like tax. Cause baby got back, I'm just trying to relax.
I would stop, bring it back, get it out. My dog kinda charged with the fit now. Now we pray up to a vibe, hoping and court that the church show him live. Only in church with somebody passed. No hope for the future, we stuck in the past. Now we ended up on the bag, we making a killing. How long will that last? Fell on my knees when I caught a felon. Tell me who there for me. Think I need therapy, send got a text, but his message turned green. Show me a sign, what up with me? Walking in circles, these niggas in circles. I'm on my step on. Nigga, what is you want? Pop on my collar, just like the vines. Heaven on earth, but I'm hellbound. Shake it. Check out my nine, Mr. Make It. Don't break it, no fake shit. Hey, y'all in the back like the Matrix. Hey, bitch, fuckin' with nigga that's got here. Trust me, you ain't got an idea. Making you ground with IKEA.
We named this one JPEG. Named this one JPEG.
Okay, my bitch, she bad. She got me out my zone, I make her shake that ass. This hips is not a home, I double fist the cash. Don't need no penny loan, they be like, bitch, who that? I got top on the phone, 4-5 in a flow seat. And if you know, then you know, you'll know me. I'm waiting for my eyes to come, they better show me. And I talk how I talk, bitch, blow me. Woo. Fuck you talking about? Let's go! Get money, nigga! Go fast! Money made in a Harley, and we don't click with all these pasting and you copy. That bitch let anybody in, she like the army. Off top on your bitch like Darby. I fuck your bitch, you fuck my bitch, that's an assist. 4-5 and 6, I take my shots and I'm a kiss. And the chopper young is Matt Gates. You think you play for a buddy on the list? Let's go! Get money, nigga! Go fast!
chemistry experiment. Take some acid, playing Jimmy, or you experience. Once the fun clearance, I make my appearance. Show up incoherent, niggas know I'm a degenerate. Wake up every morning, night before, I don't remember it. Big bitch don't know her name, but I won't get into it. Honey on the nightstand, cause I'm so generous.
Cruiser Brigade!
Oh well, with your 18 years, make those cookie shirts at hotels. Don't even know the last time I got my own toenails. Slipping out of honey, I can tell you how broke skills. Like I'm chiseling on K-walls 1,000 years later. They can break that voicemail when death call won't answer to no one. Came up in this bitch by myself with no gun. Everybody asking me, where you get your coke from? Underground like archaeology. To be in the psych ward for what I do with vocal cords. Corner bitches all on board, face me all up on my lawn. Like a vocal group for running out of bug. I only think what I do when you think. People saying that I'm shallow, but I'm jumping off the deep end. About to flip the script, I ain't even read the treatment. Like terms of services, they all make agreement. Used to work the block and they ain't never filed a grievance. Talk to me soft like you can keep a secret. Don't break down your voice, so it's a high chance of leaking. No so after talking, but I can never speak it. Will start to keep my mouth closed and just mind my business. Relationships that I make that print. Sketched out by any car that drove by with tents. I wanna see some ass. I wanna just made another one, baby. I wanna see some ass. I wanna see some ass. Baby, can you do it like that? From the front to the back. She said I don't wanna move too fast. Till she hit that gas. So rock in the puff pass. Now the whole squad getting fucked up ass. She said, Jay, where you been at? On the road, but I just got back. And I'm still fly than a bitch. And your boyfriend, well, he just not that. And I don't know how to behave. I'ma tell her be safe. I don't need a pussy, I'ma tell her be safe. I got God with me and he's telling me things. I wanna see some ass. I wanna see some ass. Baby, can you do it like that? From the front to the back. She said I don't wanna move too fast. Till she hit that gas. So rock in the puff pass. Now the whole squad getting fucked up ass. Oof, I'm just trying to see some. I ain't gotta say it cause they know where we from. I got some money out the ATM, but I'm gonna keep some. Strip club, pre-cum, all for the liquor. Fell in love with a stripper, now I'm asking her where she from. As if we gon' be some. I wanna be some. Take my number down, you can hit me if you need some. Said she got 3 sons. Do you want 4? Cause I need one. Do you got whores? Cause I be one. Going all night like the reruns. I wanna see some ass. I wanna see some ass. Baby, can you do it like that? From the front to the back. She said I don't wanna move too fast. Till she hit that gas. So rock in the puff pass. Now the whole squad getting fucked up ass.
Pulling out the coupe at the lot. Told him fuck 12, fuck SWAT. Busting all the bells out the box. I just hit a lick with the box. Had to put the stick in the box. Pour up the whole damn seal. I'ma get lazy. I got the mojo deals. We been trapping like the 80s. She said the nigga so. Got the cash out. Told him wipe a nigga no. Say slash. I won't never sell my soul. And I can back that. And I really wanna know where you at, where? I was at back, where the stash at? Cruise the city in a bulletproof Cadillac. Cause I know these niggas out there where the bag at. Gotta move smarter, gotta move move harder. Nigga try to give me 5 mile water. I lay his ass down on my son, on my daughter. I had the Draco with me, Dwayne Carter. Lot of niggas out here playing, ain't ballin'. I done put my whole arm in the rim, Vince Carter. And I know Poppy get a key for the quarter. Shawty barely seen the double C's, I bought her. Got a bitch that's looking like a Leah, she a model. I got the pink slip, my whips is keyless. Compton, I'm about to get the key to the city. Patty, light up the seat. Forgetting out the coupe at the lot. Told him fuck 12, fuck SWAT. Busting all the bells out the box. I just hit a lick with the box. Had to put the stick in the box. Pour up the whole damn seal. I'ma get lazy. I got the mojo deals. We been trapping like the 80s. She said the nigga so. Got the cash out. Told him wipe a nigga no. Say slash. I won't never sell my soul. And I can back that. And I really wanna know where you at, where? I've been moving them out. And steal it with me, then he got the blues in the pouch. Took her to the forest, put the wood in her mouth. Bitch, don't wear no shoes in my house. The private I'm flying in, I never wanna fly again. I take my chances in traffic. She sucking on dick, no hands with it. I just made her roll it plain like a landing strip. I'm a 2020 president candidate. I done put 100 bands on Zimmerman shit. I been moving real gangster, so that's why she pick a crit. Shawty call me Chris Cole, cause I pop my shit. Got it out the mud. There's nothing you can tell me. Yeah, when I had a job, South Street wealthy. Yeah, I had the coupe at the lot. Told him fuck 12, fuck SWAT. Busting all the bells out the box. I just hit a lick with the box. Had to put the stick in the box. Pour up the whole damn seal. I'ma get lazy. I got the mojo deals. We been trapping like the 80s. She said the nigga so. Got the cash out. Told him wipe a nigga no. Say slash. I won't never sell my soul. And I can back that. And I really wanna know where you at, where?
Feeling
But if we be real though, yeah, no, I will never feel nothing. Outside of jumping the gun, yeah, like I do it for fun. You act like you do it for real, but no, you're not one of us. You never could come inside of this building we run, inside of this world we run. We do it for us. No, I'll fuck with one of them at all. Won't fuck you at all. No, I won't pick it because I don't like it at all. I can't want to see you fall. I keep on chasing the highs, I know I can never get back, so I'm always on low. And I got eyes on the back of my head, I got eyes everywhere, so I know where you go. I can drop ties in this bitch, drop like flies in this bitch. I cut ties in this bitch, I'll cut ties in your face. Yeah, cut you like a lace, nothing I do could be replaced. That's why I'm living out in space. I take the money to another level, I take the plane to another level, I take the highest to a new level, I take it high to a new level. Keep thinking your grand past you to show. Yeah, I ain't mean to burst your bubble, but I ain't into making change, I'ma stay the same, bring it to my level. If we be real, I don't know how to feel. I've been overseas, you've been on your knees. Know you begging please, it's nothing left to see, nothing left to feel. Why you in the field? Why you so real? Tell me how you feel. Why you make me feel the way I feel? Will you make me feel better? Always clash your heads, yeah, when somebody think they know better. Who the fuck is you? Got better things to do. I don't got time to waste, I just need my space. It's a couple things that I can't feel, but I can't feel my face. It's a couple.
死にたいのか。あいつを引き込めば、あいつを差し出せば、本当に僕の命は助けてくれるのか。
ああ、約束するよ。奴の養分と引き換えのギブアンドテイクだ。呼べよ、早く呼べ。
だが断る。
何？
この岸辺露伴が最も好きなことの一つは、自分で強いと思ってる奴にノーと断ってやることだ。
キャプテンなんてあり、人の面倒を見られるほど余裕はねえの俺には。
じゃあユキさん、やはりそうきたか。だが断る。
Things that I wish I could, but I can't replace. I think it's a sickness, being so selfish. I'm in need of a witness. They always tell me, never forget this. I forget everything. I don't even know what my tip is. And I'll change everything. I don't know how to top this.
Shut your mouth, I'ma shut it for you, punk. Hit ya with the punk tactics. 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 Hit you with the hard punk tactics. Bankrolls come straight for the assets. No games, no throw, won't pass it. Pick you up, spit you out like Jurassic. Oh, no for the rigmarole, we kick pros. Stub toes, I suppose you might know. Hit the block, then you flock. Time's up, now you're about to get clocked. Aye. Spicy like pepper, 1-2 stepper. Laid back, motivated, money go getter. Never felt better, write me love letters. Shooting up the spike chain, Megadeth tether. Get over here like Scorpion. Put you to sleep, cold Vulcan. Should I assist you, or do you get the picture? If you don't budge, I'm gonna have to hit you. Hit ya with the punk tactics. 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 Yo, the lace is loose loose and fist tight. I never lose a fist fight. Sun up and up all night. If I'm gonna do it, then I'm gonna do it right. A to the R to the A to the E. F what you think, I'ma stay G. H is for hot, cause that's what I be. IJK, I'm cold like Slurpee. Ooh, goddamn, I drop bombs. I was born with the brains in the pond. I am the king, and you're just a pawn. Who's got the high ground now, Obi-Wan? Alphabet rhymes like chicken noodle soup. Two-door beamer, pick you up in the coop. Shooting for the hoop, jiggy on the loose. Shark mentality like my name Bruce.
Hit you with the punk tactics. Hit you with the punk tactics. Hit you with the punk tactics.
Hit you with the punk tactics. Hit you with the punk tactics. Hit you with the punk tactics.
Hit you with the punk tactics.
Hit you with the punk tactics. Hit you with the punk tactics. Hit you with the punk tactics.
Hit you with the punk tactics.
Yeet, bro. One of the biggest artists in the world right now. We seen it all. Niggas was getting tased. Bitches was popping pussy by the front door. Niggas was throwing chairs. Everything was going down. 50,000 people. Yeet concert. Twin shit right here. Real twin shit right here. You gotta know about it.
Jumbo had the show. Jumbo had the show. Had to turn my flow, yeah. Had to change the tone. Had to turn my diamonds, yeah. They smacking head to toe. About what you saying, yeah. Just shut up and let me go. Riding in that beat, you let that tongue control. Ride around with these bust down watches on me. I got my blinking tongue. Head number one up on these charts, yeah. Stuck at one. All we do is to go number one. And I just brought in some ends, little bitches the first of the month. Ryan, I'm in the game, little bitch, I'm a cherry the city, I'm afraid of the sun. I went and paid in the bins, I switch shit up, I wanted it, nobody done. All of my face, my family, my coat, my brother, my slime, my sister, my mom. I'm good about what you saying, I don't listen to it, I don't wanna hear about none. In the whip got two or yeah, bro, right shirt, yeah, what they calling them up. I'm about to bring this shit back and wait from the top at the time of the month. I'm about to do it again, better do it again, better shit with a song. He gon' talk to rap, he gon' talk to the feds, he gon' talk to Schmitz, he gon' talk to the lid. I don't give a fuck you saying, you already heard what I said. You got big boy downs on me, he got big boy bread. I don't give a fuck about the coupe, yeah, put the bitch on tens. You don't even make no money, it don't make no sense. I ain't assured the coupe, I'm about to trip out again. Jumbo had the show, Jumbo had the show. Had to turn my flow, yeah. Had to change the tone. Had to turn my diamonds, yeah. They smacking head to toe. About what you saying, yeah. Just shut up and let me go. Riding in that beat, you let that tongue control. Ride around with these bust down watches on me. I got my blinking tongue. Head number one up on these charts, yeah. Stuck at one. All we do is to go number one. And I just brought in some ends, little bitches the first of the month. Ryan, I'm in the game, little bitch, I'm a cherry the city, I'm afraid of the sun. I went and paid in the bins, I switch shit up, I wanted it, nobody done. All of my face, my family, my coat, my brother, my slime, my sister, my mom. I'm good about what you saying, I don't listen to it, I don't wanna hear about none. In the whip got two or yeah, bro, right shirt, yeah, what they calling them up. I'm about to bring this shit back and wait from the top at the time of the month. I'm about to do it again, better shit with a song.
I'm not in a mood, cause my flight delayed. So I jumped on a private jet and I'm asking a pilot the ETA. Lambo parked on a landing strip, everyone in my gang and my DJ paid. Why is my man talking about inshallah? These times he don't even pray. Why is my man wearing a Jesus piece? How did she squeeze in them jeans? Big behind and petitest waist. Take time with the GBG, we don't beef nobody like GBK. Woke up on the wrong side of bed, so he's gonna get slapped if I don't have my peas today. I love my young boy, I won't lead him straight. I'm stuck to little bro like PVA. Paid already, I don't need no hit song. We don't need ID, little bro 17 in the club, he ain't scrolling TikTok. F's just saw him a thick one. Which one? Who do you want, bro? Pick one. If I shoot my shot, I'll hit one. Matter of time till I get them all ticked off. Alright, we could go ban for ban.
Fuck that, we can go M for M.
$250,000 for the Maybach truck.
Double R with the factory rims. I got the 90, the years, the versions, the bribes, I'm really a threat.
It's got to the point that I don't even care. I got jewels in the safe that I don't even wear.
Bro, I do it for some shoes and some clothes. You'll see what it'll do for a necklace. Right trail look like a spider, it's crawling $1 on just the accessories. Damn. She made me wanna go harder. I like a whole aura, I think I'm obsessed with her. They hit him up on his birthday, did him the worst way. He had a death wish. I get right under their skin, I don't even try. I guess I can't help this shit. I'ma have love for bro for life. We talk or not, I step with it. Of course you could beat me at talking, ain't no back and forth until we catch up with them niggas. Knocking the bag and making the opposite mad, I done fell in love with it. You can't sell fish with a cute one. Bank account look good, it's a new one. You the type like the type on computers. Got a mask, but he ain't no shooter. Top 10, but she don't act bougie. Me and your friends, you can go to Aruba. Hit friends, it depend on my mood. Maybach van, this ain't no Uber.
We could go ban for ban.
Fuck that, we can go M for M. Mama got a body like Kim and them. Mama been killing that gym. We can go watch from chain to chain, the rings, I'm him. I done got rich, but I'm still with this shit, land in London and go to the ends.
We could go ban for ban.
Fuck that, we can go M for M.
$250,000 for the Maybach truck.
Double R with the factory rims. I got the 90, the years, the versions, the bribes, I'm really a threat.
It's got to the point that I don't even care. I got jewels in the safe that I don't even wear.
Ride the hallway, ride the bus. Walk my house, look like I'm in plus. Walk in the strip, she gon' make it buzz. I do damage, and they can't stand it. Psycho bandit, like it's Marilyn Manson. Got the cash advancing, get the Sprite and enhance it. Pull the walk out the pantry, take a sip and I'm dancing. She bout play like a plan B. She lit like a candle. Boot it up in the car seat. Hold a nigga for ransom. Want her back, better call me. It's whatever, I'm geek. Buying a punch at the party.
You niggas ain't fly, this shit looking dummy. I'll probably get fried, I look like a mummy. I'm getting this cash, it's Monday to Sunday. I guess you won't talk if it ain't about the money. My boys in the trap and they jump like a bunny. Got pounds and pills, it ain't nothing funny. Up on the side and I keep the bitch coming. If I gotta reach up, I'ma keep that bitch dumb. Way I slide in that coupe, boy, I keep that bitch hung. We done went right that bitch all the way to the sun. Get deep in the pot, get deep like a plumber. Why would I keep her? I never went London. I just went for the engage to my brother. Eat her for dinner, oh, eat her for supper. Why would you keep a little nigga, you sucker? Why would you keep a little nigga, you sucker? Ride the hallway, ride the bus. Walk my house, look like I'm in plus. Walk in the strip, she gon' make it buzz. I do damage, and they can't stand it. Psycho bandit, like it's Marilyn Manson. Got the cash advancing, get the Sprite and enhance it. Pull the walk out the pantry. You niggas ain't fly, this shit looking dummy. I'll probably get fried, I look like a mummy. I'm getting this cash, it's Monday to Sunday. I guess you won't talk if it ain't about the money. My boys in the trap and they jump like a bunny. Got pounds and pills, it ain't nothing funny. Up on the side and I keep the bitch coming. If I gotta reach up, I'ma keep that bitch dumb. But a nigga got a TV, huh? Bet on that boy like a BB, huh? I remember she won't see me, huh? But she gotta watch like seaweed, huh? White little nigga won't beat me, huh? 4-5 when I'm creeping, huh? Try by shooting the genie, huh? Fuck is you saying I'm geeking, huh? Your man on the road, he doing
tryna get you out the friend zone, 'cause you look even better than the photos. I can't find your house, send me the info. Driving through the gated residential, found out I was coming, sent your friends home. Keep on tryna hide it, but your friends know.
I only call you when it's half-assed, but the only time that I be by your side. I only love it when you touch me, not feel me when I'm fucked up. That's a real me when I'm fucked up. That's a real me, yeah. I only call you when it's half-assed, but the only time I'd ever call you mine. I only love it when you touch me, not feel me when I'm fucked up. That's a real me when I'm fucked up. That's a real me, babe.
I'ma let you know and keep it simple. Tryna keep it up don't seem so simple. I just fucked 2 bitches before I saw you, and you gon' have to do it at my tempo. Always try to send me off to rehab. Drugs started feeling like it's decaf. I'm just tryna live life for the moment, and all these motherfuckers wanna realize.
I only call you when it's half-assed, but the only time that I be by your side. I only love it when you touch me, not feel me when I'm fucked up. That's a real me when I'm fucked up. That's a real me, yeah. I only call you when it's half-assed, but the only time I'd ever call you mine. I only love it when you touch me, not feel me when I'm fucked up. That's a real me when I'm fucked up. That's a real me, babe. Hills have eyes, the hills have eyes. Who are you to judge? Who are you to judge? Hide your lies, you hide your lies. Only you to trust. Only you. I only call you when it's half-assed, but the only time that I be by your side. I only love it when you touch me, not feel me when I'm fucked up. That's a real me when I'm fucked up. That's a real me, yeah. I only call you when it's half-assed, but the only time I'd ever call you mine. I only love it when you touch me, not feel me when I'm fucked up. That's a real me when I'm fucked up. That's a real me, babe.
Word up, son. Word.
Yeah, to all the killers and the $100 billers. For real, niggas who ain't got no feelings. Check it out now. I got you stuck off the realness. We be the infamous, you heard of us. Official Queensbridge murderers. The mob comes equipped for warfare. Beware of my crime family who got enough shots to share for all those who wanna profile and pose. Rock you in your face, stab your brain with your nose bone. You all alone in these streets, cousin. Every man for theyself in his land, we be gunning. And keep them shook crews running like they supposed to. They come around, but they never come close to. I can see it inside your face, you're in the wrong place. Cowards like you just get their whole body laced up with bullet holes and such. Speak the wrong words, man, and you will get touched. You could put your whole army against my team, and I guarantee you it'll be your very last time breathing. Your simple words just don't move me. You're minor, we major. You're all up in the game and don't deserve to be a player. player. Don't make me have to call your name out. Your crew is featherweight. My gunshots will make you levitate. I'm only 19, but my mind is older. When the things get for real, my warm heart turns cold. Another nigga deceased, another story gets told. It ain't nothing really. And yo, done sparked the Philly, so I could get my mind off these yellow back niggas. While they still alive, I don't know. Go figure. Meanwhile, back in Queens, the realness and foundation. If I die, I couldn't choose a better location. When the slugs penetrate, you feel a burning sensation, getting closer to God in a tight situation. Now, take these words home and think it through. Or the next rhyme I write might be about you. Son, they shook. Cause ain't no such things as halfway crooks. Scared to death and scared to look. They shook. Cause ain't no such things as halfway crooks. Scared to death and scared to look. Living the life that is diamonds and guns. There's numerous ways you can choose to earn funds. Some get shot, locked down, and turn nuns. Cowardly hearts and straight up shook ones. Shook ones. He ain't a crook, son. He just a shook one. For every rhyme I write, it's 25 to life. There was so much to gas, you trust, safeguard of my life. Ain't no time for hesitation, that only leads to incarceration. You don't know me, there's no relation. Queensbridge, empty, don't play. I don't got time for your petty thinking, mine, son, I'm bigger than those. Claiming that you pack heat, but you're scared to hold. And once the smoke clears, you be left with one and you don't. 13 years in the projects, my mentality is what, kid? You talk a good one, but you don't want it. Sometimes I wonder, do I deserve to live? Or am I gonna burn to hell for all the things I did? No time to dwell on that, cause my brain reacts. Front if you want, kid, lay on your back. I don't fake jazz, kid, you know I bring it to your life. Stay in a child's place, kid, you out of line. Criminal minds thirsty for recognition. I'm sipping, E&J got my mind flipping. I'm bucking, digging my ways out of hope for hustling. Get that loot, kid, you know my function. Cause long as I'm alive, I'm live illegal. And once I get on them, I put on all my peoples. React quick, split lyrics like Max, I hit your dome up. When I roll up the beat, go sleep because I'm free. Son, they shook, this ain't no such thing as halfway crooks. Scared to death and scared to look. They shook, cause ain't no such thing as halfway crooks. Scared to death and scared to look. They shook, cause ain't no such thing as halfway crooks. Scared to death and scared to look. They shook, cause ain't no such thing as halfway crooks. Living the life that is diamonds and guns. There's numerous ways you can choose to earn funds. Some get shot, locked down, and turn nuns. Cowardly hearts and straight up shook ones. Shook ones. He ain't a crook, son. He's just a shook one. To all the villains and the $100 billings.
just hit a lick with a mask, MF Doom. I just rock the show on some motherfucking shrooms. I fuck my biggest fan in the fucking green room. I gave that whole band and told her go and buy some shoes. I've been winning all day, bitch, I can't lose. I got the people going crazy watching all my moves. My bitch said I dress real, that she dress good. If we don't cut to a check, you better sue.
Out here thugging my boy.
How many money changed the meal?
Shit, 65, you heard me?
What's your money in your shoes?
I mean, I walk to the money. You know what I'm saying? Money on my watch, I mean, time is money. Money on my phone, I mean, I talk to the money. Money on my chain, I mean, the money hang with me. Money on my hat, I mean, money on my mind. Money on my Kool-Aid, I mean, my money sweet.
Oh yeah, G. What is on your shades, bro?
Shades, I mean, I see the money, you heard? I hear thugging, you feel me? Just chilling. 65 money chains on my neck. Oh yeah. I hear thugging, you know what I'm saying? Chilling. Try to be like a pizza, you heard?
You know it's this. Take a perk and a talk it, that's it. Money swallowed like sis. They done perfecting a kid. Got a Bentley Mosaic on my head. Got a big bad pill out the road I just spent. I know we got $1 million. The devil that shit and I chip it again. Flawless, 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 yeah, flawless, 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 yeah, flawless, 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 yeah, flawless, 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 yeah.
Flawless, 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 yeah. Buffy the Vampire Slayer with these Cartiers. Flawless, 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 yeah. Even though she is in love, I am still heartless, yeah. Mixed up the party, bad part like Molly. I was that fresh young nigga rockin' money. Young nigga, yeah, I'm raw like Molly. Yeah, I'm so raw, I don't even use a condom outside. When I play golf, only time for a par. All of my watch cost me a new car. Marry my bitch and I treat her like Marge. So on my sneak and I still take the bars, yeah. Shout out my Tweezy, they Percocet right here, this shit got me this. When life give you lemonade, crush out it simply. Niggas, they rushing like mice and like Minnie and Mickey. Rock Balenciaga on Dickie. I got too stupid at Glock and it came with a switch. And I think they had really look sticky. I was the one that was handling Benny. I was just missing a boogie with Benny. I was the one that was pushing the limit. Ran up the numbers like it was a screaming. Ran up the bands, so you broke ass nigga. Ran up the billion hands. I got them racks, all of my own pants. You niggas fat hands.
You know it's this. Take a perk and a talk it, that's it. Money swallowed like sis. They done perfecting a kid. Got a Bentley Mosaic on my head. Got a big bad pill out the road I just spent. I know we got $1 million. The devil that shit and I chip it again. Flawless, 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 yeah, flawless, 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 yeah, flawless, 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 yeah, flawless, 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 yeah.
You never seen. It got bulletproof glass in the ceiling screen. Let me guess, it cost you like 100,000. No little bitch, it cost 7 billion. I'm doing what you do in your dreams. I fucked your bitch pussy Vaseline. These bitches always want to capture me. Hating ass nigga turn me to me. Fucked all y'all bitches like 10 to me. On the real, it was just me and me. We don't know how tall your girlfriend is. When we saw her, she was on her knee. I cannot get tired of money, but this money, it will turn people around and they greedy. I know he's sick of my money, cause every time he calls, he just that he calls her inside in my left, right pocket. Watch this, these niggas broke boys, watch this, watch this. These niggas broke boys, watch this, watch this. I can make the whole crowd watch me, watch this. I can make your bitch one stop, watch this. I can make your bitch one stop, pop. I ain't even drop no sauce, no pop. I stay with a whole lot of them. Been saying in my left, right pocket. Watch this, these niggas broke boys, watch this, watch this. These niggas broke boys, watch this, watch this. I can make the whole crowd watch this, watch this. I can make your bitch one stop, watch
to the game. Bitch to a frame. I ain't gon' change. Tell me what else. Tell me, tell. It's easier to scream. I say it straight to hell. I love hell. Hell on earth. It's a bird smell. As far as I can tell, you get deeper than the well. I don't wish you well, but I don't give a fuck. Yeah, richer than the world. Got this no kind of money. You should see these new bills. You wouldn't know any better. I just put it all together. Send a note to Atlanta. Write my sins off. Yeah, no blood better. Turn the wheel to the left. Right, not better. Go be fake bitch, yeah, being real's not better. I can tell a couple lies, yeah, you can tell misled them. Look me in the eyes, don't tell me what you see. And I randomly tweak, I knock you off your feet. I've been out for weeks, it get easier for me. But don't tell me, go help yourself. You can go and die. Do what you want, I won't hold the gun. I won't hold a grudge. But imagine me there, with a dead blank stare. I was trying to warn you, but it's still like you don't care. And it's fine, that's fair. I would never care. I don't need to see, I don't need to hear. I don't wanna talk to you, I don't want you near. I never would care. You said life ain't fair. It's fair enough to me. I'ma let you feel free. And I do it better so I know that you can fail. I do it for me, I don't do it for you. But it's cool. Got a bag, it's so bad, it's cool. I can't go back on my word, and that be rude. Yeah, I like being disrespectful, and it's cool. I'm gonna break your part and feed the fish for food. We'll live in the dirt, live on the moon. I guess 2093 is not for you. What do I need from you? Give me things. I wish you feel like you feel like me. I wish you could see like me. It's more like this, more like this, more like this. And I tell you that now, tell you that now. I want you to feel, I want you to feel. Everything is new, everything is new. He the one can't live forever. Yeah, I was born to live forever. Forever. Don't feel good. You say feel good. I'ma let you cry. I'ma let you die. You know the ship's tight. It's more than just me. It's more that you see. And it's more that you feel. Pay more just to feel. Clean on the sheets. Falling down for weeks. History repeats.
My mama was raised in the era when clean water was only served to the fairer skin. Doing clothes you would've thought I had help, but they wasn't satisfied unless I picked the cotton myself. You see it's broke, nigga race him, that's that don't touch anything in the stove. And it's rich, nigga race him, that's that come in, please buy more. What you want, a Bentley, fur coat, a diamond chain? All you blacks want all the same thing. Used to only be niggas, now everybody playing. Spending everything on Alexander Wang, new slaves. You see his leaders and his followers, but I'd rather be a dick than a swallower. You see his leaders and his followers, but I'd rather be a dick than a swallower. I throw these Maybach keys, I wear my heart on the sleeve. I know if we the new slaves, I see the blood on the leaves. I see the blood on the leaves. I see the blood on the leaves. I know that we the new slaves, I see the blood on the leaves. They throwing hate at me, want me to stay at ease. Fuck you and your corporation, y'all niggas can't control me. I know that we the new slave, I know that we the new slave. I'm about to wild the fuck out, I'm going Bobby Boucher. I know that pussy ain't free, you niggas pussy ain't me. Y'all throwing contracts at me, you know that niggas can't read. Don't want some Maybach keys, fucking say la B. I know that we the new slave, y'all niggas can't fuck with me. Y'all niggas can't fuck with yay, y'all niggas can't fuck with yay. I move my family out the country so you can't see where I stay. So go and grab the reporters so I can smash their recorders. Say they're confused with some bullshit like the New World Order. Meanwhile the DEA teamed up with the CCA. They try and lock niggas up, they try and make new slaves. See that's that probably on prison, get your piece today. They probably all in the Hamptons, bragging about what they made. Fuck you and your Hampton house, I fuck your Hampton spouse. Came on a Hampton blouse, and then a Hampton mouth. Y'all about to turn shit up, I'm about to tear shit down. I'm about to air shit out, now what the fuck they gon' say now? Want me to stay at ease, fuck you and your corporation. Y'all niggas can't control me. I know that we the new slave, I know that we the new slave. Skin, don't touch anything in the stove. And it's rich nigga racing, that's that come in, please buy more. What you least, they throwing hate at me, want me to stay at ease. Fuck you and your corporation, y'all niggas can't control me. I know that we the new slave, I know that we the new slave. I'm about to wild the fuck out, I'm going Bobby Boucher. I know that pussy ain't free, you niggas pussy ain't me. Y'all throwing contracts at me, you know that niggas can't read. Don't want some Maybach, ain't me. Y'all throwing I'm going Bobby Boucher, I know that pussy. Don't touch anything. They throwing hate at me, want me to stay at ease. Fuck you and your corporation, y'all niggas can't control me. I know that Bobby Boucher, I know that pussy can't read. Don't want some want me to stay at ease. Fuck you and your corporation, y'all the wild the fuck out. I'm going Bobby Boucher, I know that pussy ain't free. I'm about to wild the fuck out. I'm going Bobby Boucher. I know that pussy ain't free. You niggas pussy ain't me. Y'all throwing contracts at me. You know that niggas can't read. Don't want some Maybach keys. Fuck your say la vie. I know that we the new state. Y'all
Way too rich to drive a road. Made a milli out the stove. She like to put it in her nose. Pretty bitch with white toes. I done put on all the bros. I done put her in the road. I done put up in the ghost. I done reached all my goals. Yeah, yeah. Pull up with Yeezy and dollar sign. I'm all about business, I'm man to man. Pull up in the trees like Caliban. Pull up with a record like number 9. I don't want your hoes. Young nigga reach all the goals. Let her suck the dick, said she was a pro. She scrape with teeth, I'ma tell her to go. Go, 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 go. Hair so good, she an honor roll. She ride a dick like a carnival. I done did the impossible. Go, 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 go. Hair so good, she an honor roll. She ride a dick like a carnival. I done did the impossible.
She ride it like she's flags. We turn up to the max. I whop her from the back. I gave that bitch a cramp. They love me out in France. In the hood, I'm good, I'm stamped. Every day I dress all black. For sure 900 rags. To the East Coast double that. On my neck a bubble back. On my wrist new Cadillac. Cause I all don't want a bag. Little bitch, I'm a superstar. These hoes wanna fuck my car. My dog put a nigga in park. Gotta watch out for the noise. Ay.
This the Game of Thrones, Yeezy not the clones. Elon wear my rocket ship, it's time to go home. They served us the porn, since the day we was born. Anybody pissed off, gotta make a drink the urine. Now I'm Ye Kelly, bitch. Now I'm Bill Cosby, bitch. Now I'm Puff Daddy Rich. That's me, to me rich. What she said my dick? Then she said she ain't said my dick. She gon' take it up the ass like a ventriloquist. I mean, sis Taylor Swift. Since I had the rolling on the wrist, I'm the new Jesus, bitch. I turn water to Chris. This for what they did to Chris. They can't do shit with this. Got my kids in a fake school. We ain't.
Go, 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 go. Hair so good, she an honor roll. She ride a dick like a carnival. I done did the impossible. Go, 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 go. Hair so good, she an honor roll. She ride a dick like a carnival. I done did the impossible.
She ride dick like a carnival. Been over having flashbacks, she gon' eat me up like a carnival. It's the way I pop my shit, the hoes not ready. I'm going barnacles. Moving to feel like a Jackson, can't get arrested, I make them start mode. She want a private session, roll out them X's when I'm on Melrose. She tatted my name on her titties, yeah you could bust it, but it's a borrow. Sitting back counting up doors, I was raised in the barrow. She wanna taste it, checking the sweat today, ho, come back tomorrow. If you know what I know, how'd you hoe? Just out the fence, don't having them honchos. Running around in the lobby, I know that they tired me, having like 10 hoes. She needs some credentials just to be presidential. I'm about to buy some dentures, make the hoe eat me for dinner. Pain all in my eyes, I can't see. I'm about to jump out my body, I'm ready to leave. I'm about to nut on her body and tell her whole leave. 50 mil stuff in the bag, tell the whole gang eat. The Jake and body, tell me who fucking with we. I'm hot like the Carter, I'm feeling that hole in my sleep. Dollar signs all in my dreams, I don't never see Z's. Wow, 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 this way, cover my body like it's a disease. Wow, wow, wow.
you know. Since early, I've been putting on circuits on late, going on and on. I got this money, tell me what you want. For this money, can you drop it low? Yeah. Order more bottles, order more models, order more hours. Shots on the island, hotter than the summer. The winter couldn't chill me. Young, free, and wildin'. Order more kids. When the night calls, oh, oh, oh. When the night calls, oh, oh, oh. Yeah, order more bottles, order more models, order more hours. Shots on the island, hotter than the summer. The winter couldn't chill me. Young, free, and wildin'. So order more kids.
Freaks come out at night. We bring our fantasy to life. Point me to the ice, and I don't need your drink. High off life. Someone kill the lights. I brought the party favors. Just get pipe. All my bitches right, but I want you and you tonight.
Yeah. Order more bottles, order more models, order more hours. Shots on the island, hotter than the summer. The winter couldn't chill me. Young, free, and wild.
Every day. Every day I wake up in the morning and nothing gets me more excited than changing the same pixel values 20 times in a row to make me feel like I'm doing a huge valuable service to mankind. And since you guys are CSS experts according to my community post, I want to fulfill your lifelong ambition of becoming a CSS rockstar. In this CSS layout guide, it's not about explaining every possible CSS property and value, because there are a ton of resources out there that can tell you how to do that. However, I want to mention how you should approach and think in CSS so that your CSS isn't chaos like our social abilities as an engineer. Now, this works with any kind of CSS library, post-processors, or components, or anything you can think of, because it's more about the approach. Now, there's some rare articles that will explain what I'm talking about, but I want to cover that in the video and go further on how you can approach every little step. So when you are given a design that you need to implement with CSS, the very first thing you should be doing is visualizing everything in terms of boxes. And to start with, we want to talk about the CSS box model. So the CSS box model represents all the layers a single box. So we include content, padding, border, and margin. And by default, CSS sets everything to be content box, which only includes content. So that represents one element. But if you set it to border box, you include the padding and the border. So once you understand the box model, now we can split our layout into different blocks. And we want to be able to visualize every element on the page as a block. As you can see here, we start from the outside and then we go inside. And we always start from the top and we go horizontally. We don't go vertically because divs naturally stack on top of each other. So we want to make sure we start horizontally, splitting the elements into different blocks. Now, for example, if you take the YouTube landing page, we can toggle this Chrome extension, which will allow us to see all the elements on this page as different boxes. So if you hover over this, we see the nav bar. We have another box over here, and here, as well as each of the videos are a box in itself. And now
But I just wanted to say that, hey, this has helped me a lot. It's helped. I hope it's helped me. Well, I hope it has helped me, and I hope it has helped you guys that have attended some of the classes. I know I'm not the greatest at JavaScript, but getting into some of these topics each week has definitely made me better. And so I encourage you guys to do the same. But I say all of that because we're going to take a little break after this session. So we're going to take a break. And the reasons that we want to kind of revamp some stuff, get some feedback from you guys, the community, and find out like, hey, what helped you the most during these labs? What are you thinking we should do differently? Do you want to add HTML, CSS? I know if you're in the JavaScript chat, you see I gave that to you guys already. And more important, what do you guys want to learn? What do you want to try when we come back? And so that way we can be set and ready to go. So I'm gonna let it over to you, chat, and then we'll see what Minnie and Phil come up with your guys' feedback.
Yeah, for sure. I'm really excited to bring you guys, whatever we can do to bring more value to this community, because what these are bringing everyone together, and that's the most important part. And it won't be a long break. We're just gonna revamp some stuff.
That's right.
We got some coaches coming to Korea next week, and we're just gonna do some brainstorming and see what we can do, and it's gonna be freaking awesome. So appreciate everyone being here. But Shay, I got a real important question, dude.
Oh, geez. 27.
What about the tags, bro?
The tags. So that's I mentioned, that's part of the return. I hope that comes back. I want you guys, whatever course we end up doing, if the lab returns, if the SQL returns, I want to make sure those who are in attendance and coding along and submitting projects to that you guys end up with the tag so everybody else knows in the Discord, like, hey, you've done this before. You're a verified source, I should say. So, but of course, I'm gonna run that by Minnie and Phil again and kind of tell them what the idea is behind it. But that's the plan. That's the unofficial plan until it becomes official. And
sure,
hopefully it does when it returns.
I trust in Shay like a brother, you know? He's like a brother from another mother. And you know, whatever he's got, like we'll all brainstorm. We got Jocelyn, Chris, Minnie, and Shay, and we're all gonna talk about it. And you know, if you guys want tags, you guys get tags. You know what I mean?
Phil is going to always follow the path of least resistance, and that's why he's great at what he does. Like, because nothing's going to hold him down too long. So yeah, I want to, before we get started tonight, and it doesn't matter if if the chat wants to keep giving us feedback, and we'll kind of like code with whatever time we got left. But hey, it's on you guys. Like I said, what do you want to learn next? What do you want to do? And please let us know, because like I said, the boss man is here. So
I think you should do, Shay, game dev, dude.
Oh, game dev. Oh my. Let's do it. I mean, I'll write it down. Game dev is something I gotta learn and dive into. We did kind of make some little mini games, but we didn't dive too far into them. So yeah, that'd be awesome. I know.
All learn together, you know, like learn like a game engine, learn like grids, you know, learn like you know, moving like forward, backwards, left, right, diagonal, and all that kind of stuff. I think it could be real cool. And I mean, whatever it is though. I mean, I know that, you know, Minnie and you are super into games. So am I. Well, I mean, if anybody plays games here, my wife is actually in the bedroom playing Zelda right now on the Switch.
Oh, right on.
And yeah, I'm super excited. And you know, the biggest part about this is you guys have to be getting better. It's like, even though like you guys are here, we're all learning something, but we got to make sure we're all uncomfortable and in that zone to like learn something. And once we learn something, you know, biggest part is you know, it's a hobby, it's fun, but it has to make money and get jobs. And you know, I hope the best for everybody. That's the biggest thing.
Welcome to the ultimate. Welcome.
Exactly. Exactly.
I do also want to say thank you guys for helping us reach beyond 60K. You know, we're trying to get to 100K by the end of this year. So please help us out by continuing to watch the videos, comment, you know, whatever it takes, share with your, I don't know, your tech friends.
Hey Minnie, don't tell me about the subscriber count until what, 75K, dude. I don't want to hear it.
But yeah, help us get there. You know, we're always going to try to host like all these free classes, and the best way you can, you know, help contribute for us continuing these kind of classes
JavaScript.
is, you know,
to
just
pass in
a simple comment, your views, and a little like.
Hold up. Let me do one
So
right
on
here.
key press
Are you ready?
takes in as the first
So my name is Phil. Became a senior developer after the age of 30. If you have any idea or comments that you can put on the videos, we'd really appreciate it. Even like a CSL, you know, acronym for Coding Saves Lives in any of the videos. That would be freaking awesome. Like, comment, share. You know, it really helps the algorithm. Really helps us. And if I can do it, you can do it too. Coding Saves Lives.
Oh my god, he's done this so many times. He doesn't even need a script.
Like,
God damn.
Oh my
That was
goodness.
perfect, dude.
I hope you hit record. That was like just the straight tag. Like,
God damn.
but yeah, we'll if we don't get any feedback from you guys here in the chat tonight, then hey, that's I understand if you want to be shy, but hey, this is your moment right now to, you know, make any type of request. If not, then we'll probably get into the lab and just go for it, and we'll see what happens. I'm gonna move some stuff around. I'm gonna grab some non-alcoholic brew, and then I'm gonna stare at the chat for a while and see what you guys come up with.
Using F5.
What are you guys building today, by the way?
We did a soft reset. We're on week 3, so we're going over a little bit of DOM manipulation and going over that process of connecting the DOM, doing a function, and then ending with an add event listener. And so I'm not sure if you played Death Stranding yet, Phil?
Yes.
I took that pause as a no. Like you're Googling Death Stranding right now.
How'd you know? Dude, you know, it'd be really fun though. Like, have you guys ever used CodePen.io?
Oh yes.
Yes, before a long time ago.
Like, all you need is like a browser to code, so it's super easy. Like, anybody that has access to a computer when they're working, or even at the Apple Store, you guys can code on your iPad Pro or whatever. You guys can just pull up something on CodePen and write something and share it in the show and tell.
Mm.
And that'd be freaking awesome. And CodePen's like a really good way. You don't know setup, and you can learn all these things.
I know I use it a lot for when everyone shares the GitHub. I go to the Git, open up the files, and I straight just paste stuff into CodePen so I can hurry up and look at it instead of even cloning it because I'm just.
Me too. And it's super easy. Like.
Mm-hmm.
I just like whenever you just want to like touch a computer and be like code on it, I guess. And just get it done. I think it's pretty cool.
Let me do this. Open with Visual Code Studio. All right, I am. Oh my goodness. I'm about ready to rock. If you guys are, if you checked in the channel, I posted the HTML and the CSS already. So hopefully you got it. And then we'll get started here in a little bit. I'm gonna open up the chat and make sure nobody.
Ooh, we got some good message here from Jokerov. You guys are humble and inspiring. Thank you for everything you have offered. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it.
Yes, thank you.
We're not that humble, actually.
Yeah, just wait until you play Madden with Phil. Like you'll find out. There's not a whole lot of.
He's humble. Everyone's humble, man. Everyone's humble.
I just get I think just you always have to think you're the dumbest one in the room if you're gonna learn something. So because everyone has something to teach. So I think that's super important. Be a sponsor.
Yeah, it was funny because we were just talking about that the other day as far as like at the boxing gym. Like Phil, if you're the best person at the gym, then you got to find a new gym type of thing.
Yeah, exactly. Like you have to, and if you start thinking you're the best, you have no room to learn. Even if you feel like you're the best or whatever, you're worse at something. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, this is awesome. Wait, I want to see so we got 19 people in here, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go to the youtube.com. I want to see 19 notifications on the bell.
see if it happens.
He ain't humble anymore, bro.
Yeah, it's like do your part. Go.
No, but yeah, that really helps us, man. You guys have no idea. Like any little one comment really significantly helps us push out our community. So y'all have no idea how important it is.
Yeah.
Keep going.
We got one. We got one.
We got one?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Watch out for the video coming out tomorrow. I think it's gonna be an eye opener for you guys.
So Liquid Crate, to answer your question, we're not gonna be doing event delegation. We're just gonna be doing very basic, simple event listeners. We're gonna do it right on the element, and that's it. Yeah, I was gonna say it's been a while since I've done anything for event delegation, anyways, right? Because a bubble, like it goes up the tree, goes up the DOM tree.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think the last time I did something like that is for the, the ULLI
list.
Yeah, but I'm trying to think of what other thing I've actually done it with. Okay, I'm gonna do. What is this? What is this going on here? All right, I'm gonna read this thing real quick. It says our talking points tonight, so you guys know we are going to. If you took a look at the HTML, took a look at the CSS and the sub, we've got a little kind of screen that's our inspiration from Death Stranding. We're just kind of checking out a status screen. We're gonna connect the DOM. We're gonna click some buttons, and then we're gonna make some things happen. It's gonna be very simple. It's gonna update the screen as we go through. So if you're brand new, this is a great time to find out just the same path that I go through every time I'm doing an ad event listener. This is the same conversation I have with any of the mentees, and we go over a step 1, step 2, step 3 process, and it's going to be the same nearly every single time. So I'm going to prep my screen real quick. I'm going to share, and then we'll get right to it. So if you got any comments, questions, concern about our break, now's your time to say it. If not, we're going to get started. Where is... console log. Can you guys see my screen? No. What am I doing here?
Dude, Mini.
Yo, what's up, bro?
Bro, I hurt my knee earlier.
Oh my god. Yeah, he did.
What are you doing? At the gym or just chasing
No,
Caesar?
No, I was trying to do pull-ups and the pull-up part broke.
It was crazy sight, bro. I was there.
The best part of that is like I hurt my knee. I was doing pull-ups. Like what kind of pull-ups are you doing, dude?
Okay, so I have one of those pull-up bars that like you twist onto the door frame, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And you know, like during the summer the wood gets a little bit softer. So I thought I could do pull-ups there, but then it's like doing, and I was trying to show like Chris and Song and Minnie how many pull-ups I could do, and it straight just fell off the door, dude. And I hit my knee on like I have a baby guard on the doorway.
Oh my god.
And my straight onto the metal part on the floor. Oh my god, dude.
Crazy.
I was in pain.
All right, be right back, boys.
All right. Works for me. All right. Let's see if I can actually successfully share my screen, and then let's get to it. Share my screen. And if you guys, hey, there's Phil here. So if you got some more complicated questions, there's not a better time to ask than now. Make a selection. Entire screen. All right. Please let me know if you're seeing that screen. Awesome. Oh, Mr. Bean. I'm just now seeing these like names pop up. Awesome. All right. This one's here. Discord chat is smaller. And what you're seeing now is our status for our command hub. Like I said, right now, we've got 5 buttons. They're not doing anything right now, and that's the point. We're going to do some DOM manipulation tonight. It's very simple. We're going to go over the document.query selector, get element by ID, to have a brief discussion. We're going to get into functions. We're going to create functions for the first time tonight, and we're going to do an add event listener. Like I said, this is the same process to go through every single time when you are manipulating the DOM. Just about, it's very basic and what we're doing here tonight. So if you have the HTML, I just want you to take note on my screen here. All of these are ID on line 17 through 19. our only one, or excuse me, 17 through 20. And then line 21, we have a class. So keep that in mind. That's the one thing that's different here. So first things first, as far as manipulating the DOM, I'm going to always take a look at my HTML and my screen and think of like, what do I want to change, and keep track of it. What I want to change here. So my pseudocode might look something like, when I click on scan here, I obviously want this screen on my command hub to change and give me a new status of the scan. Just like if I'm resting, if I deploy a tool, I eat a ration, or check log, each one of these buttons, I want it to affect the message here in my screen, which is line 12 and 14. So first things first, we're going to make that connection. Where is... Sorry, I'm moving the chat around so I can actually see you guys. So I've got my first console log. Welcome to the command hub. You can see it, line 1 of my JS. Now, what I'm going to do is step 1. I'm going to like start the connection to my screen, to the screen, right? This is a screen here. So what I'm doing is const screen equals document dot get element by not by tag name, by ID. And the ID here, if you take a look, is screen. There it is. That's it. That's all we're doing. So now our JavaScript knows what is on our document here. But if you're not sure and you want to test it out, and when I say all the time, test early, right? We're going to go ahead and console log our screen. This is the first thing to do. So if you see right here in the console, I now know that I am connected. I got my div hashtag for screen. I know I'm connected. So we're going to regurgitate that same process with step 2. Let's connect all of the buttons. So we have scan area, deploy tool, rest, eat ration, and check log. Chat, if you're available, that means to make this connection, if you're brand new, we're going to connect them with get element by ID. We're going to grab the ID from the HTML, and we're going to do that process 5 times over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the last one is going to be class, and we're going to do something slightly different. So if you can help me out, if you're coding along, I'll give you a break. I'll look and see if anybody's typing. Give me the code to connect the rest of my HTML. Oh, Liquid Cray, I think you knew what was going on. Thank you. Remember, if you are going to send something in the chat, please use those 1, 2, 3 backticks. Then paste your code. And then again, 1, 2, 3 backticks for Discord. That makes it way easier for me to cut, copy, and paste. But thank you, Liquid Cray. Liquid Cray's already moving ahead. There it is. So, what you are seeing here, and what we're going to get at the very end, and Liquid Cray got into it already, is he's using a query selector instead of our get element by ID. And our query selector is a little bit more flexible. And by flexible, I mean you can use both an ID, which we have here, ID rest button, ID deploy button, ID eat button. But also, we can use it with a class. And our log button, if you took a look at our HTML, it's actually a class on line 21. So that with that flexibility, you'll find it a little bit more accurate to target some of the stuff on the DOM. I know it does for me, because the one thing I like about it is, hey, this hashtag ID, this period or dot with the class following name, it matches what's in our CSS, right? take a look at what our screen, hashtag screen. So it's going to match what's in our CSS. That's why I like it. So if you have all of that and we're good to go, the only thing I'm going to do is, hey, I'm just going to test all these connections real quick, because again, let's test and then move on. Console.log scan button, rest button, deploy button, eat button, login button. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Save. Refresh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There it is. You see that on my screen as we scroll through our console log here? It's highlighting each button that Liquid connected. So we're good to go. That's it. Now from there, we are going to make some very simple functions. So the part of our function I'm going to start off with, let me give step 3 in here. Let's define functions for each one of these buttons. So if I go function, test this, parameters, squiggly brackets, and I don't know why, but I still can't spell function correctly, but there it is, part of our functions, right? So the first keyword is function. We're going to make a function. This starts a function. After that, we have our name of our function. Test this is the name of our function. This is going to be used when we're actually going to call this function later, or we're going to call it immediately now, the test, and we're going to call it later on our add event listener. Next, we have our parentheses here. Oh, I didn't want to do that. We have our parentheses. This is where parameters would go. Like if your function is taking in a number, if it's taking in a name, if it's taking in some sort of data, right? This is where that parameter would be. You want that function to run, but you got to give it some type of parameter and then run the logic. Because after that, we have our curly braces, and this is the block of code that's actually going to run when we run this function. Hey, run this code. So that's the short and skinny on the function. I have this function, test this, console log, run this code, and then all I'm going to do is call this function with test this, no parameters, save, refresh, and I should see run this code on line 18. That's all we got for the functions. Very simple. We're not using any parameters. We can talk about parameters a little later if you don't understand it. But if not, let's get to it. We're going to create a function for each one of these buttons here. And we're going to change our screen content, our text content. So this is our screen. It says status will appear here. What we're doing is we're going to manipulate the DOM. I'm going to press scan area and something's going to change. So I'm going to go ahead, comment this out. Let's go ahead and create the first function. Function scan area. And all we're going to do, oh my goodness, Jay. Function scan area, squiggly brackets. This is how we're going to change what we see on screen. We got screen dot text content equals scanning. What's the thing? Threat level? Low. That's it. We have our function. So all I want you to do, chat, if you can help me out, is create a function that's related to rest, deploy tool, eat ration, check log. I'm not sure if anybody wants to use emojis, but if you do, somebody sent this to me earlier. They were doing, we're using arrays and we're pushing emoji food into the freezer or the refrigerator, and you know, I still not entirely sure how I feel about it. It did throw me for a loop, actually using emojis all in my. But there it is. So Chad, if you can help me out with some function, something that's very simple for our buttons. I'm going to go ahead and test this one out real quick by calling it, save, refresh. There it is, scanning threat level low. So I know my functions works. It's doing what I want. Like I said, all we're doing is changing our screen, the text content that's inside of our screen, and there's our new threat level. If you're good with that, send me something. If not, I'm going to keep typing myself. If you got an idea, go ahead and press 1 or something. 1 or 17, between 1 and 10, but we'll find out. All right. Well, I don't see anybody typing, so I hope you're coming up with something on your own. I'll go ahead and move forward with function rest. Screen text content. I'm gonna steal my previous code here. I'm gonna say resting. Pretty simple. Next, I'm gonna say function deploy. What do I have? Deploy tool. Again, screen content. HUD. HUD is typing. HUD, you got a function for me? Deploying tool. Next, let's do function. So a lot of this, what comes from is this step 1, step 2 process. We are actually on step 2, creating this function. I know it says step 3, but step 1 and step 2 are kind of the same. We're connecting the DOM here, making the function now that what we want to run later for our add event listener. So I've got eat ration. Hey, HUD, thank you very much for the function. We've got a log button here. Let me do finish eat ration. Screen text content. But this process that I'm going through right now, it's like drill work almost. You're just going to keep doing the same thing over and over again until you, like, it becomes like your fingers will remember before your brain does. And what ends up happening if this is the first time that you're doing it, I would suggest making the variable, making the function, and then making the add event listener. And then going back again, connecting the button, create the function, then create the add event listener. That's what we're going through. But right now I'm just working top to bottom. So we'll go eat ration. I'm going to take HUD's function for a log button. We'll say function check log. And HUD, I'm going to change yours to text content, but we are going to talk about inner HTML versus inner text, or excuse me, text content, inner text, and inner HTML. But I will take your checking status for right now. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 buttons. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 functions. Hey Shay, wouldn't it be, I'm taking a thought, wouldn't it be better if we create the variables a private variable instead of a local variable? I'm not 100% sure. Are you talking about, would it be better to make screen text content a global variable so all these functions know about it, instead of like typing screen.text content out 5 different times? I'm guessing that's what you mean. I'm not sure. I'm waiting for. Yeah, I think that's what Frog you're talking about, like the scope, like how, because right now, like what I mentioned before, like atypically, like if I had to type this out more than one time, yeah, there's chances are I would set it as a global, right? But this is kind of the drill work process if you're brand new that I want you to go through as far as like, hey, typing this out and going for it. And then later down the road, when you refactor it, when you start refactoring your own code, you'll see this redundancy. So if you're seeing it now, excellent. We would maybe come up with a different way or declaring this as a global and just setting it every single time instead of screen text content, screen text content. But what we have it also is we're going to work with what HUD sent and our check log. We're actually going to use inner HTML on this. I think it's got a good idea here, and I was going to talk about it anyways. But inner HTML, if you don't know, lets you inject actual HTML tags code like inside, but the only catch is you got to use backtext. So I'll show you real quick on check log. We'll change it to our inner HTML. I'm gonna hit equals. I'm gonna start off with my backticks, but I always hit inner 1, 2, and then I go up one line. I'm gonna insert an H2. I'm gonna say mission, if I know how to spell, mission log, my closing tag for my H2. Which again, if you end up messing this up, your HTML, you're going to run into some problems because guess what? Your code is not up to snuff. I'm going to have a UL. Inside that UL, I'm going to have a LI. I'm going to say, what do I want to say? What do I want to say we're doing? Entered zone. Closing tag. And if you're not familiar with this open and close tags, if you're not familiar with some of these HTML elements, please let me know. We can have a brief discussion about it. But I've got entered zone. I'm going to have another one. Let's say deployed sensor. I'm trying to think of the last thing I did on Death Stranding. LI found lost package, right? That's a common one. LI used blood bag. I don't know, maybe we got to know. And then my closing tag for my UL. There we go. I'm going to hit save. Hit save. I'm going to hit refresh. I'm going to run check log real quick because that was one that I definitely want to check before we add our function or add our add event listener. There we go. Now I'm injecting HTML just like HUD had it before into, and if you take a look, I'm going to show you on the screen here. You see our HTML right now has it. Mission log, there's our UL, all this stuff. Well, hey, that doesn't tell me a whole lot, right, Shay? Because I can see it on screen already. And that's because I'm calling it. But when we actually use our event listener coming up, you're going to see the difference between it not being there at the start and then later when we click the button, it actually being injected in, and we'll go from there. Elements, I'm going to minimize again. So if that makes sense, I hope you know. I'm going to look here. Is it like class control panel, scan button? Liquid Cray, Liquid, I'm not. Are you talking about making a whole? Oh, okay, okay. So you're talking about like making the whole control panel, like the class control panel, throwing in all those IDs, and then using like the constructor after that. Yeah, so I mean, we you could do that 100%, right? But again, this is like at the start of JS. I think that would actually be a decent if you're familiar with going through that process. Yeah, I know I would probably be like uh moving well beyond week 3 of JavaScript, but yes, what you are talking about, it is possible to do, and you could do it if you want to. There's no I mean, if that's within your level, I would go for it. Yeah, yeah. I'm trying to think of like where, at what point, I'm trying to think like at what point would I be like, hey, I just need to create this as a class and actually go for it. But I'm just not like nothing's come to mind off the top of my head because at that point I feel like, oh, I'm already, man, I would think like I've am lost in my own logic, lost in my own code right now. If I were to do it right now, it would be more difficult for me to do that class doing this constructor this than I have like right in front of me at the moment. If that makes sense. Hopefully it does. If not, I'm sorry. But it would seem like more work than especially for this week 3 of going over DOM manipulation, like something very basic. But I like where your head's at. Even shooting from the hip, I'd be like, what am I gonna do here? How am I gonna make this happen? Our check log works. Save. It's done. If you're at this point, like I said, we did a step 1, step 2, step 3. Now it's very simple. We are going to start adding the add event listeners. We have our query selector, so that's why we moved away from just the get element by ID. We have our query selectors with the ID tags and our one with a class. We've got all of our functions with text content, one with inner HTML. We're injecting inner HTML. Now, hey, all we got left is, where are we, step 4? Let's hook up the buttons to the functions. That's it. I'm going to show you how to do one. I'm sure, chat, you can take over the rest. I'm going to say our scan button. Dot add event listener. Click. And we're going to run scan area. So real quick for that, where is it at? Where is my... Oh no, I had my link for, there it is. Here's the MDM docs on event listeners. So if you take a look at the MDM docs for the listeners, I just want you to take a brief look, and you're going to find out the parts of our add event listener. I thought I had it in my notes, but to break it down real quick, we have the element, which is our scan button, right? And our element is defined up here. Document query selector, our button. We have our add event listener, which tells what to do. And this right here, this click, this is the event type. And we're going to try some other ones out if we've got time. But right now, we're just listening for a click. And the next part is after that, hey, after I'm listening, I got my ear on our scan button. I heard a click. Then this area, our function, like, hey, what do you want me to do? What do you want me to do once it's clicked? Once I hear a click, well, hey, I want you to scan the area, run our function, scan the area. That's the very basic. We have our event type and our callback function. So now that you've seen it, if we're going to hook up the rest of these buttons, Well, it's going to be very simple, right? We're going to go through, we're going to say, hey, I've got rest button. Add event listener. Click, and we're going to run rest. Oh no, monkey bars, that's okay. It happens to the best of us. I actually had what was it? I was in a session with somebody, we did everything, like, and we even tested, right? At the very beginning where I said, hey, keep testing so you know you're actually connected. And I was like, okay, this is still, like, I was clicking the button where we're getting the value of an input. And that's it, right? It's one of the easier ones, like, hey, input.value, like there it is. This, the text, we're using input type text, I should be clear. And we kept getting undefined. It's like, we got to backtrack through all of this now to figure out like where I messed up. And it turns out we just literally just messed up on the actual targeting of what's on our DOM. That was it. But we had built everything on based on that connection already being there. So thank you very much, Monkey Bars, for giving us a real life example of how easy it is to mess up. If you've seen me, I've already misspelled function several times now. So you're in good company. Next, we have add event listener for our deploy button. Click. Deploy tool. Next, our eat button. Click. Eat ration. And for our last one, let's go ahead and change up a different event type, and we'll just do mouse over. Mouse over, mouse enter. Let's do mouse enter for our check log. I think that's why I made it so big. Our log button here. And mouse enter, if you're not sure, it's when our mouse is going to enter, whoops. We're going to run check log. So mouse enters when our mouse enters the area. Like, so if I'm talking about rest, if you're looking at my screen, Sharon, here's my mouse. And as I get into status appeared, now I'm entered in this area. So I'm going to click scan area. We're good. I'm going to click rest. We're good. I'm going to click deploy tool. Even better. Eat ration. Eat ration. What did I do wrong? Eat ration. Eat button. Oh, geez. I copied the whole thing. That's why. So it works, but you see, I, messed up. It's the same exact text. Eat ration. I hope you learned your lesson like me about copy and pasting everything. Let's go it again. Eat ration now. There it is. Rest. Scan area. Deploy tool. Eat ration. And then now this mouse over, or mouse enter, excuse me, I'm going to just take my mouse, run it over check log in. It changes. There you go. That's it. You are now officially manipulating the DOM and doing what it takes to make your website more like real, more interactive. So the last and final thing, we have a little bit of time, so I just want to go ahead and do it before I turn it over to you guys. Let's go ahead and add one more piece to our DOM. I'm gonna go back to line 14. I'm gonna listen for the whole document on this whole thing. I'm gonna say add event listener. I'm going to not do that. Excuse me. I'm going to go all the way down. I'm going to go all the way down to our function. I'm going to reset the screen. Thank you for showing up. And like I said, I'll send out a little survey to the JavaScript stuff to get some feedback from you and from everybody else who's been attending sessions. And then that way we can kind of have a nice, strong return when everybody gets back. But thank you for showing up, and we'll see you on the next one. I have a function reset screen. What I want to do is right now I click the button, right, and it stays there. It stays there forever. So I'm going to go ahead and set screen.textContent equals status will appear here, right? It's kind of our reset for what's already happening. And luckily, because we're going ahead and listen to the whole document for our add event listener, I'm going to say document. This document is this whole thing, this whole page, right? I'm going to say document add event listener. We're going to go click, or no, we don't want to listen for a click. That's going to really jam us down. We're going to go key down. So if I press any key, and I know for the old joke, if you're looking for the any key on your keyboard, it's not there. But what you're going to do is you're going to smash your keyboard and it's going to set. Gets a key down. Very different if you look up at the docs from key up, right? Key down, and then run, reset screen. So there it is. I've set an event listener to my whole screen, right? I just ran over my check log. So scan area, reset. I run over check log, good. I have a key down. Listen for this hard click. There it is. My status will reappear. It was kind of jammed up because I left my mouse over on check log, but here it is. Can you hear that click? There you go. We're resetting now with a key down. So if you've used now 3 different event types, click, mouse enter, and key down. That's it. That's the loop. And like I'm saying, if you are working on your DOM manipulation and first coming into, let me see here. Hold on one second. What is this? Evening is any questions so far? Because that's it. That's all I got for you guys. What else is going to go through this process? But if you can, if you're brand new to it, let your fingers get an idea of what's going on. You are going to essentially go from connecting the DOM with your variable. You're going to connect with get element ID. You're going to connect with query selector, where you can use the hashtag for your ID or the dot for your class. It's going to match what you have in your CSS. Then create that function. What do you want to do? Remember, this function has no parameters. You're just going to say, hey, I need you to have a name, and this is the logic. This is what I want to happen, right? After that, the third and final step, add the event listener. Do you want it to be a click? Do you want it to be a key down, key up, mouse enter, mouse out, outer? No, that's not it. What am I trying to say? Mouse outer? No, I gotta check the docs to make sure like what it is. Where is it at? Where is that? No. I think I scrolled down too quick. Oh, did I give you the right page? Maybe it's W3 Schools that has like the list of all of the event types. Oh no. Well, I'm sorry, I owe you guys a better link. But hey, that's it. That's it for your command hub. This same process works with any other website you are making. Like I said before at the beginning, I thank you very all for showing up. Thank you for the last 6 months. If you've got any feedback, please send it to the JavaScript lab. Hey, Monkey Bars, is it better to use arrow functions in cases like these? I would say it's really up to you. You can go through where you're having the all in one line, going for it and setting it. But when I think about it, regardless of when I'm making a function, like for me, the best practice, like, is, am I going to reuse this? Is it going to be easier for me to call later and remember? Yes, absolutely. Like, so that's why it's like, hey, I have a name function. I know what it's doing, but you saw me, right? You saw me cut, copy, and paste this, all of this. Yeah, there's a good chance I could have wrote one, cut, copy, and paste that arrow function and kept running with it. But this is a good start for somebody who's at, like myself, anybody else who's like getting a grasp of JavaScript and going through this process. Like, hey, this is the simplest way. Like, you have the variable, you have your name function, and you have your event listener that's doing a callback to that name function you make. It makes it so it's easier not to mess up later. Hey Dursey, yes, I will. Basically, what I'm doing is this is going to be the last one for a break. So I'm going to record like an offline session for this. So it's like a tight 10-minute video. And then that way it'll get uploaded along with the Git as far as kind of what we went today as far as manipulating the DOM. Brief introduction to manipulating the DOM, brief introduction to functions, and add event listeners. Hey, Jokerov, thank you very much. That's the coding, I can't say it, coding compendium. That's what it is. It was there. But yes. So what you can do with this later, well, hey, it's endless because, like I said, when you have a function, that's your logic. And from there, you'll find out when you start doing rendering or you start pulling from a list or looping through an array or doing all types of stuff, you can change all of this, right? I think the last thing I want to touch on with the inner HTML is I'm going to hit reset. I'm going to show you on my screen right now. Oh, I didn't mean to do mouse over, but I'm going to show you the HTML. If you look, we have just our P tag, right? And so when I press these other buttons, like it changes, right? It changes that screen, that text content. That's all assumed, this div ID screen. It's just changing this text content. But when I do the check log and we hover over check log, you're going to see all that HTML get injected there. Here we go, check log. Now, mission log, our UL, our list, entered zone, our LI deployed. So none of that was there. It all happens with the injection with that inner HTML. That's the only thing. I think that's the last thing I wanted to point out to you. So there we go. Hey, fellas, it's been a journey, and I thank you very much for coming with me on it. I hope we regroup. Like Phil mentioned, all other mentors are showing up in South Korea. Hey, monkey bars, yes. Hey, you saw me. I can't spell function sometimes, and it seems like all the time I can't spell it. But yes, we're taking a break, so I'm going to post something in the JavaScript lab. Please, if you guys like this and you want to like have some type of targeted goal when we come back, what, please, like, post, like, that's your opportunity. Like I said, Phil's here, May's on board, everyone's ready to make improvements to get back to the community. Please watch the videos, subscribe, leave a comment. It really goes a long way. I'm trying to think of what else they say, but that's what it is. Like, we're able to do the things we do because of the backbone that is the YouTube channel. The backbone is like the Discord as well. So we love doing this stuff. It's fun for me. I hope it's good for you. But fellas, that's all I got it for you. I'm not saying goodbye. I'm saying until next time. Thank you, everyone. Coding saves lives.
Now you can imagine if you're using a framework, visualizing these boxes also helps set up the components that you would need for something like React, Vue.
Ride the hallway, ride the bus. Walk my house, look like I'm in plus. Walk in the strip, she gon' make it buzz. I do damage, and they can't stand it. Psycho bandit, like it's Marilyn Manson. Got the cash advancing, get the Sprite and enhance it. Pull the walk out the pantry, take a sip and I'm dancing. She bout play like a pan B. She lit like a candle. Booted up in the car seat. Hold a nigga for ransom. Want her back, better call me. It's whatever, I'm geek. Buying a punch at the party.
You niggas ain't fly, this shit looking dummy. I'll probably get fried, I look like a mummy. I'm getting this cash, it's Monday to Sunday. I guess you won't talk if it ain't about the money. My boys in the trap and they jump like a bunny. Got pounds and pills, it ain't nothing funny. Up on the side and I keep the bitch coming. If I gotta reach up, I'ma keep that bitch dumb. Way I slide in that coupe, boy, I keep that bitch hung. We done went right that bitch all the way to the sun.
Get deep in the pot, get deep like a plumber. Why would I keep her? I never went London. I just went for the engage to my brother. Eat her for dinner, oh, eat her for supper. Why would you keep a little nigga, you sucker? Why would you keep a little nigga, you sucker? Ride the hallway, ride the bus. Walk my house, look like I'm in plus. Walk in the strip, she gon' make it buzz. I do damage, and they can't stand it. Psycho bandit, like it's Marilyn Manson. Got the cash advancing, get the Sprite and enhance it. Pull the walk out the pantry.
You niggas ain't fly, this shit looking dummy. I'll probably get fried, I look like a mummy. I'm getting this cash, it's Monday to Sunday. I guess you won't talk if it ain't about the money. My boys in the trap and they jump like a bunny. Got pounds and pills, it ain't nothing funny. Up on the side and I keep the bitch coming.
If I gotta reach up, I'ma keep that bitch dumb.
But a nigga got a TV, huh? Bet on that boy like a BB, huh? How you push you won't see me, huh? Push out the white like seaweed, huh? White little nigga won't beat me, huh? 4-5 when I'm creeping, huh? Try my shooting the genie, huh? Fuck is you saying I'm geeking, huh?
All day, nigga. All day, nigga. How long you niggas ball? All day, nigga. How much time you spent at the mall? All day, nigga. How many runners do you got on call? All day, nigga. Swish. How long they keep you in call? All day, nigga. Take you to get this fly? All day, nigga. Tell your P.O. how long you been high? All day, nigga. Know already know, straight from the shop. All day, nigga. Top, side. All day, nigga. This shade, nigga. Shopping for the winter and it's just made, nigga. Ball so hard, man, this shit crazy, nigga. And you ain't getting money unless you got 8 figures. But that G's a piece, man, I been say, nigga. Just talk to Faircon, that sensei, nigga. Told him I been on 10 since the 10th grade, nigga. Got a middle finger longer than the Kim, baby, my nigga. I don't let them play with me. I don't let them talk to me no kind of way. They better watch what they say to me. Niggas still getting popped on the day-to-day. Yeah, I still got the 100 with a small face, nigga. Might spend 50 racks in my off day, nigga. You a fake DNZ like the Allstate, nigga. If you running to me, better have Allstate with you, You a Rico Suave, nigga. Ride around, listen to Sade, nigga. If you ain't with us, you an our way, nigga. You an actor, you should be on Broadway, nigga. Cause you do shit the Broadway, nigga. Your bitch got an ab on my Broadway thicker. Late for the class in the highway, nigga. You're the dropout at it as always, nigga. As always. All day, nigga.
I took a young sweet breath and I reached into my earth. Gave him what I had left. At that moment I dispersed. At that moment I dispersed.
All day, nigga. How long you ball? All day, nigga. How much time you spent at the mall? All day, nigga. How long it take you to get the fly? All day, nigga. Take your P.O. How long you been high? All day, nigga. Post some here no for my niggas that died. All day, nigga. And I keep a bad bitch on the passenger side. All day, nigga. Now already know, straight from the shower. All day, nigga. South. All day, nigga. I can do this all day, boy. I'm finna turn this bitch out. Any day, yeah, in the streets, boy. It been a motherfucking draft. Don't really matter what I made, boy. You know I still go wild. Like a light-skinned slave, boy. We in the motherfucking house. Right now, looking real sus right now. I swear I've been on the flight. Like, I'm off right now. Super niggas getting money for a stump right now. Shout out to Jackie Chan, I need to stunt right now. They be looking at the gram, I be looking at the Grammys like, that's us right now. Right now, 24/7, 365 days, everybody getting paid. Go crazy. Niggas looking at me like I'm worth both MJs. People saying, yeah, take it easy. 20 G's for the Yeezys off of eBay. Niggas do the most and they ain't done shit. Only way I can sum it up, some bitch. Hands up, 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 hands up. So watch it dance. All day, nigga.
I took a young sweet breath and I reached into my earth. Gave him what I had left. At that moment I dispersed. At that moment I dispersed.
Chill up, chill up. All day, nigga.
Well, let me run to see your game undone. You've been right in my face. Let me run till you off my case.
All I ever wanted was a black grand national. Fuck being rational, give them what they asked for. It's not enough. Few solid niggas left, but it's not enough. Few bitches that'll really step, but it's not enough. Say you bigger than myself, but it's not enough. I get on their ass. Yeah, somebody gotta do it. I make them niggas mad. Yeah, somebody gotta do it. I take the G-Pad. Yeah, watch a nigga do it. We survived outside, all from the music, nigga. What? They like, what he on? It's the Alpha and Omega, bitch. Welcome home. This is not a song, this is a revelation, how to get a nigga gone. You need you a man, baby, I don't understand, baby. Pay your bill and make you feel protected like I can, baby. Teach you something if you need correction, that's the plan, baby. Don't put your life in these weird niggas' hands, baby. Whoa! It's not enough. Few solid niggas left, but it's not enough. Few bitches that'll really step, but it's not enough. Say you bigger than myself, but it's not enough. I get on their ass. Yeah, somebody gotta do it. I made them niggas mad. Yeah, somebody gotta do it. I take the G-Pad. Yeah, watch a nigga do it. We survived outside, all from the music, nigga. What? Hey, turn this TV off. Ain't with my type activities, then don't you get involved. Hey, what? How many shit I seen? Send them all. Take a risk or take a trip. You know I'm tripping for my dog. Who you with? Couple sergeants and lieutenants for the get back. This revolution been televised. I fell through with the knickknacks. Hey, young nigga, get your chili up. Yeah, I meant that. Hey, black out if they act out. Yeah, I did that. Hey, what's up, though? I hate a bitch that's hating on a bitch, and they both hoes. I hate a nigga hating on them niggas, and they both broke. If you ain't coming for no chili, what you come for? Nigga feel like he entitled, cause he knew me since a kid. Bitch, I cut my granny off and she don't see it how I see it. Got a big mouth, but he lack big ideas. Send him to the moon, that's just how I feel, yelling. It's not enough. Few solid niggas left, but it's not enough. Few bitches that'll really step, but it's not enough. Say you bigger than myself, but it's not enough. Hey. Hey.
What's that on that beat? Nope.
Niggas acting bad, but somebody gotta do it. Got my foot up on the gas, but somebody gotta do it. Turn this TV off, turn this TV off. 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 Ain't no other king in this rap thing, they siblings. Nothing but my children. One shot, they disappearing. I'm in a city with a flag be getting thrown like it was pass interference. Padlock around the building. Crash pulling up an unmarked truck just to play freeze tag. With a bone to pick like it was sea bass. So when I made it out, I made about 50K from a show. Trying to show niggas the ropes before they hung from a rope. I'm prophetic. They only talk about it, how I get it. Only good for saving face, seen the cosmetics. How many heads I gotta take to level my aesthetics? Hurry up and get your muscle up. We up the plyometric. Nigga ran up out of luck, soon that's up the highest metric. The city just made it sweet, you could diabetic. They mouth get full of deceit, let these cowards tell it. Walk in New Orleans with the etiquette of LA yelling. Niggas acting bad, but somebody gotta do it. Got my foot up on the gas, but somebody gotta do it. Turn this TV off, turn this TV off. Turn this TV off, turn this TV off. Turn this TV off, turn this TV off. Turn this TV off, turn this TV off.
Shit get crazy, scary, spooky, hilarious. Crazy, scary, spooky, hilarious. Shit get crazy, scary, spooky, hilarious. 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 Crazy, scary, spooky, hilarious.
I buy a new car for the bitch. For real. I tear down the mall with the bitch. For real. You can't even talk to the bitch. Nah. She fucking with bosses and shit. Oh God. I pull up in Rarers and shit. Sure. With choppers and Harleys and shit. For real. I be Gucci down. Gucci. You wearing Lacoste and shit. Bitch. Yeah. Montclair. Yeah. Fur came off a belt. Yeah. Yeah. Triple homicide. Put me in a chair. Yeah. In jail. Triple across the plug. We do not play fair. Yeah. Oh God. Got them tennis chains on and they real blingy. Bling. Draco make you do the chicken head like chingy. Ching. Walking Neiman Marcus and I spend a light 50. Please proceed with caution, shooters, they be right with me. 21. Bad bitch, cute face and some nice titties. 7500 on a Saint Laurent jacket. Yeah. Bitch, be careful when you dumping your action. Bitch. I ain't no sucker, I ain't cuffing no action. Nah. The streets raised me, I'm a whole bastard. I bought a Rari just so I can go faster. Sure. Niggas tryna copy me, they plan catch up. 21. I might pull up in a ghost, no Casper. 21. I been smoking gas and I got no I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 M's in my bank account. Yeah, 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 in my bank account. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 shooters ready to gun you down. Yeah, 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 dawg. Yeah, not for real, dawg. 21. Straight up out the 6, now I got a house in the hill, dawg. 21. Wanna see about it, nigga, get you killed, dawg. Whack. Wanna tweet about me, nigga, get you killed, dawg. Kill, dawg. I'm a real dawg. You a lil dawg. Bill, dawg. Wanna build, dawg. Chasing meals, dawg. Don't write in your bitch.
svelte. So these components are perfect for those boxes. And as we've seen with some of the layouts, some of the most important things to understand is that everything has a parent-child relationship. So every element here has both a parent and a child. And that parent-child relationships will be very key to understanding how we can use Flexbox and Grid for a lot of our layouts. Now, visualizing our layouts via blocks really helps set the foundation and the structure of our entire CSS code. And that helps us utilize a very important tool that we know as Flexbox. Now, there are several tools for positioning things on the website, but the number one tool you should always reach for is going to be Flexbox. There's another tool called Float that you can use to position things, but it is the outdated way of positioning, and you should only use it if you like suffering. Now, when it comes to Flexbox versus absolute positioning, a lot of people tend to use absolute positioning as their default method, which I believe is a basic mistake. And there are a few reasons why. First off, it's harder on responsive design. For example, if you have something that's set to 150 pixel from the right side of the screen, it's going to be in a very drastically different position for a screen of 3000 pixels versus a mobile screen which is 300 pixel, where 150 pixel from the right would be in the center. And on top of that, that leads to you designing in a specific pixel perfect manner, which is not ideal. Now, there's a bigger reason why you should always use Flexbox versus absolute positioning, and that's because Flexbox does not disturb the flow of the layout. What that means is that if you take a look at this layout and you look at this nav bar, every item is in relation to each other. For example, this item is related to this because they're on the same line and they're kind of positioned to the right. However, if you take a look at this nighttime icon and you remove it, what happens is none of these other items move, which is not ideal. Sometimes you do not want this big of a space between these two items. And let's actually also take out this profile. And now we just have a big gap between these items, and this requires us to position this and move this over here, which is quite a hassle. In contrast, let's look at Flexbox. We have these items again, and let's see what happens when we take out the settings icon. We can see that this has been moved over along with this. And then let's actually take out the profile icon. And again, as you can see, it's been moved, aligned over here. So it's very easy to have it set up in a way that we would like. Our lives are way easier because we are following the flow of the layout. They have a relationship where with the other positions of each item is. So even in the search bar, this is positioned to the right of this along with the search, which is on the left side. So there's always this flow dynamic with a lot of items on the page. And for that reason, having Flexbox is way easier to maintain. If you've ever tried to fix up a code base where everything's absolutely positioned, you'll start to realize this becomes a nightmare to maintain because you have to constantly calculate pixels and place things in different locations. Flexbox is the ideal tool when it comes to most applications and most websites. Now, Flexbox has a lot of properties going on with it, but there's actually only a few properties that you really need to know. And it's very important to understand that parent-child relationships I mentioned before, because you're going to use different properties on the parent element of all the children in Flexbox. So the parent attributes are going to have all of these properties you see here, but the ones that we concern ourselves is just going to be display, justify content, and align items. These three properties are the only properties that you really need to know. And even with justify content and align items, there's only a few properties of each of those. When you're using Flexbox, it is very handy to have a cheat sheet at your disposal. You can utilize this to see and visualize what these properties are doing. And justify content is going to be the most commonly used Flexbox parent property that you will need to use. And justify content aligns the items or the children in a horizontal direction, or whichever direction is the default. So we have flex start, flex end, center, space between, and then space around. So space between, space around, center are the most common, and then occasionally you will use flex start, flex end. And then the second most commonly used alignment is going to be align content, which is pretty much the same thing as justify content, but it's going to align things vertically. So we have flex start, flex end, center, space between, and space around. The most commonly one you're going to be using is going to be center, because a lot of times we're just going to align one horizontal line. So even in a basic example, you can see that this is flex right here, and then we're using space between for this particular div. We have flex start, flex end, center, space between, and space around. The most commonly one you're going to be using is going to be center, because a lot of times we're just going to align one horizontal line. So even in a basic example, you can see that this is flex right here, and then we're using space between for this particular div, spacing everything out. And then same thing over here, this is another parent, and then these are the child with these navigation items, and these are doing space between. Note that up here, we're also vertically aligning them. So we're using align content center. So this is one of the most common ways you can use flex to set up your layouts. And now there's another property you can use flex to set up your layouts. And now there's another property you can use flex wrap, but I'm going to show you ways so that you don't ever need to use flex wrap. Now, when it comes to the child properties of Flexbox, there's only a few properties that you really have to know, and you're only going to use it occasionally. So flex grow, for example, is if you set this to be 0, it's going to take up the amount of space that you would normally expect it to, but if you click on one, it's going to grow as much as possible if there's extra space in this element. And we also have flex spaces. So it's very complex on what flex spaces does over width, but it's basically the same thing as width with a few additional properties, and that interacts better with Flexbox. Now I'm going to leave a link in the description if you want to go in depth about flex spaces, but you should always use flex spaces over width when you're using Flexbox. So flex is good for situations like this where there's one dimension, meaning it's either horizontal or vertical. But if you have a section where it's kind of like this, where there is both horizontal and vertical elements, then grid is the better option. Now, even in a situation like this where we just have a list of items displayed in a gallery-like format, grid is still very easy to implement, and we can just do this in 3 lines of code. However, if we try to use flex, there's actually a problem with using flex in this case. We tend to have no problems with the first line, but the second line where we have not 3 items, we have 2 items, this becomes a problem. We cannot fix this without some hacky workaround. So let's take a look at another example. So we have a pretty simple layout. This is a common magazine type layout. And over here, we have the code that represents this type of grid. And now if you take a look with the flex, you're going to have to set this flex into 2 separate sections. And then over here, this would be the entire width, and this would be half of that width. Compare that with grid. This will produce the exact same result right here. It's just the code will now be much cleaner. Now, grid is very scary at first because there's so many different options and there's so many different ways to go about using grid. But I want to show you a very simple step-by-step guide on how to approach grid. And there's not a lot of things you actually have to know. So the first step in understanding grid is that we want to split it into the smallest dividable unit for columns. So if we take a look at this example, this particular section where we have this huge grid and we have different varying sizes of boxes, we can take a look at this first row. So we can try and split this into 1 unit, 2 unit, 3 unit, 4 unit, because these are small boxes. We can say there's 4 columns in this particular grid. But the problem is, if we take a look at this bottom box, this is not going to fit neatly into those particular 4 columns because this kind of overlaps. If you take a look right here, this finishes 3/4 of the way of this particular box. So it doesn't neatly fit into that unit. So what we can do instead is going to divide this into smaller amount of units. And we can say this will be 3 units. So each of these boxes will be 3 units. So that would be a total of 12 columns across. And then we can say this bottom one is now going to be 4 columns. And if we could click on this, we can now see that this first box represents 3 columns and this bottom box represents 4 columns. So that will now work out with this particular grid. And then we can also check the middle one, and this will be 8 units across. And now we can also take a look at the rows. So if we take a look, we're going to have 5 units of rows vertically. So the first row is going to just be 1 unit, but then the second row is going to involve 2 units, and the last one is also going to be 2 units. So that means what we have set up for our grid is that we now have 12 columns of units and then 5 rows of units. And that is what we're going to be using to set up our grid. And then from there, depending on the level of complexity of the design, we are going to use different methods for grids in 3 different scenarios. And I'm going to go through and walk through each type. Now, going back to our admin dashboard, I would consider this a medium level of complexity when we use grid. And the way I determine that is most of the items, there's some consistency in the box sizings, but there are some differences. So we are going to specify each item, and we're going to give each item their own level of units. So the way we start is setting the parent to be display of grid, and then we can use grid template column. So this is going to be the most commonly used property that you'll end up using. And you're going to need to get familiar with the repeat function inside here. And all this means is that we're setting up this to be 12 columns like we mentioned before. And we are going to set each column with the size of 1 fractional unit. Now you can set this to be pixels, and you can change this up depending on what you want. But here, this is pretty simple. So that means we're just dividing based on the number of units that this row has. So it is 1 fractional unit for 12 different columns. So this is basically the width of each column, and this is the total number of columns. And then for the rows, we have grid auto rows. So that means each row, in this case, we're not using template rows, so we don't use units. We're actually setting this to be 150 pixels. So that means this particular row is 150, and since this is 2 units, this is going to be 300 pixels right here for this particular box. And we also set a gap of 20 pixels. That just means 20 pixels spacing in between. And then from here, it's pretty simple. So we can now set the first box. It's going to be a span of 3. We don't need to set grid row to be span of 1 because that's what it is by default. But if we take a look and we go down and we go to row 2, we now have a grid column of span of 8, which represents this particular guy. And then we set a span of 2 for the rows. And then this, as you can guess, is going to be a span of 4 and a grid row a span of 2. And now you can see that this is going to be grid column span of 3 with a span of 2 rows. And as you can see, this is pretty simple. Once you have that unit layout for each column and the number of rows, you can easily set the specified spans to be what you want exactly. It just takes a little bit of effort dividing the number of columns and the number of rows, but once you have that, you have very good control of how much space each element is going to take. Now, before we were doing admin, that had a very consistent level of boxes, so there was a little bit of symmetry and consistency with that layout. But this one right here, we have boxes that span different vertical elements, and I would consider that in a situation where this becomes an advanced complexity for grid, and that's where we are going to use grid template areas. And grid template areas gives us maximum full control, and it also allows us to maintain this type of CSS code very easily. So the way we do this is we're going to set our columns and the rows as usual. Most importantly, we are setting grid template areas. So the way this works is that instead of giving each box or element inside the grid a specific length and height, we are instead specifying kind of like a mini map or a diagram of sorts to identify where things go in the grid. So for example, A, these are consistent. That represents this particular box over here. So A represents this particular element, B represents this one, and then C represents this one. So C is 3 units vertically. And we can see D is over here, and this would be 3 units vertically, E would be 2 units vertically, and then F would be 3 units vertically. But this one would overlap on the 4th row. And we can continue doing the same with GGG, and then HHH would be 4 units vertically with II and JJ. So that allows us to control these elements. And the way we identify each box is we're going to call this grid area. So now all we have to do is we can go to our particular box and go down and specify, this is a custom component that I've created, but this is grid area A. That represents this particular section. And then grid area B represents this, and C represents that. So now we don't actually have to worry about the order of the elements when we place in the components. We can just set this to be the proper grid area. I could call this C instead if I wanted to, and that would just make this one particular C. We could change this like that, and that would just change it up like this. So we would replace those items. So as you can see, it can be a very easy swap with this type of layout. And then we would continue doing the same thing for D, E, F, and then G, H, I, J. And with that, we would have our grid template area for our entire screen. So I highly recommend using grid template areas when you basically have chaos in your layouts. Now, this is kind of an exception, this last type of grid layout. You actually didn't need to set up the smallest dividable unit for columns and rows for this type of situation, which is when you have something like this, as you see in this e-commerce website. This is when all the items or all the children are basically the same width and the same height. So we don't actually need to set up the width or the height or the number of columns or the number of rows. And the way we do this is we just set this to display to be grid, and we can set grid template columns to repeat, and we can set this to be autofill. So it determines the number of columns for us. And we set each column to be 300 pixels. And we can say justify content space around. That determines how the items are going to be laid out. So even in this case, everything is completely responsive without us doing any kind of media queries, which is very, very nice. And just to note, on the children, we don't have to specify anything at all. And that's how you should approach Grid. You shouldn't approach by learning all the properties. You should actually approach it by following a step-by-step guide on how to use it, which is much easier. Now, fortunately, with Flexbox and CSS Grid, if you manage to do these correctly, it'll minimize the number of media queries you would have to write. Now, if you take a look at this example, this particular website is mostly done with Flex. So if you have a larger screen, we go to medium-sized screens, and most of it is responsive. So a lot of this will be properly fit into the design, and we don't have to deal with a lot of media queries for medium-sized screens. Now, we still do have to use media queries for smaller screens. So if we go to this size, as you can see, these elements have stacked on top of each other. But fortunately, if we're using Flexbox or Grid, it is quite simple. All we have to do, for example, in this particular section where there is 3 elements and this is flex with space between, all we have to do in the media query is remove the flex and they'll naturally stack on top of each other. And this is a common pattern that you can do for a lot of different situations where we have flex over here, and all we have to do is remove that flex when the screen has gotten small enough where it's reasonable. Now, sometimes you do have to do some experimentation to figure out where that breakpoint is, but it makes life very easy to do responsive design once you have this layout all set up correctly. Now, after we've talked about flex and grid, and sometimes those are not the best options, then we can resort to absolute and relative positioning as a secondary choice. Absolute is very powerful because you can place it anywhere on the screen, and it's pretty self-explanatory what to do with it. But of course, like I mentioned, should be a secondary option. And a lot of times you use absolute in combination with relative. So absolute and relative positioning are not so common to be using when you're dealing with regular enterprise level applications, whether it's e-commerce or an admin dashboard. A lot of times those are very structural and it has a lot of symmetry. When you're dealing with design websites, like design agencies or landing pages that are extremely fancy, though, like ones you would see on this particular website, awwwawards.com, where they're very design based. For example, like this page, like this particular website, and you have elements that are positioned in very unconventional locations. This is where you would use absolute and relative positioning, because it is very hard to do flex when you have items that are generally in diagonal type formations or they're kind of scattered throughout the entire website. Now, aside from using position absolute and relative for placing items in very tricky situations like we've seen in that designer website, there is a very common occurrence of using position relative and absolute for placing items on top of another item. So if you take a look at this card, right, we have these 2 buttons that are placed on top of this box. And the way we do this is we set this entire box to be position relative. We also set the image as the child of this entire box, but we have another box that represents a position of absolute. And that is positioned bottom of 10% with the left of 0. And that gives us this particular box element right here. By doing so, we have a very common pattern where we can set the parent with a position of relative and a child of position absolute for any items that we want to place on top of another. And this is another situation over here in this carousel. We can place this item using a parent of position relative on the entire carousel and then child for this particular item over here. Another example can be seen here in this element over here with this image and this outline border that's behind it. And finally, in another example over here, what I'm doing with this particular text that's in the background, we need that text to follow this original over here so that once we move it, this big text is following Evo Gym. So the way to do that is that we are setting the parent element again to relative and a child element that is using a selector called before again and setting that to be absolute, and we position this a little to the top above it and positioning it a little to the left, so we start from over here instead of on this axis. And as you can see, absolute and relative positioning are generally used as a secondary option, especially for functional and application type websites. When it comes to designer-like websites, then you would use it way more frequently. But a lot of times you are developing on more of a functional application, and in those cases, you use relative and absolute positioning as a combination and in sparing usage. And there you go. This is the most positioning it a little to the left. The absolute start from over here instead of on this axis. And as you can see, absolute and relative positioning are generally used as a secondary option, especially for functional and application type websites. When it comes to designer-like websites, then you would use it way more frequently. But a lot of times you are developing on more of a functional application, and in those cases, you use relative and absolute positioning as a combination and in sparing usage. And there you go. This is the most comprehensive CSS layout video I've ever done, and I wanted to follow the step-by-step process so you have a foundation or a structure for your CSS layouts, because a lot of people don't teach this fundamental approach to CSS. Instead, they just go through and find little things that they want to change instead of setting up the foundations. Anyways, like, comment, subscribe. See you next time.
There are other When you get started with web development, they say you gotta learn the CSS fundamentals. I agree, but when you get out into the real world, you'll find that one does not just use plain CSS to build an app.
The left side's getting lower than the right side. I can see what's happening. Now twist it. All right.
It's just too painful. There are literally hundreds of libraries that attempt to make CSS better, but so far, there's no universal solution. Today, we'll take a look at 7 different ways to write CSS, specifically in a React app using Next.js. But most importantly, we'll look at the trade-offs of each approach so you can decide what's best for your project. If you're new here, like and subscribe, and check out my full courses on Fireship.io to learn even more by building complete projects. Now let's talk about CSS. Here I have a pristine Next.js app, and the most primitive way to style it is to create global CSS that applies to the entire application. That might work okay for a small application, but it doesn't scale well at all. The first problem you'll run into is that naming things gets really hard because CSS cascades. To address this, you'll likely need to use a naming convention like BEM, but it's not going to be very fun. It's hard to do perfectly, and you'll probably end up using important everywhere because you've got more important things to do than figure out how to not use important. The other problem is that it generally results in a very large and inefficient CSS bundle. The larger the bundle size, the slower the app loads. Luckily, Next.js supports a tool called CSS modules out of the box to address some of these concerns. A CSS module file looks just like regular CSS, but it can be scoped to an individual component, and that means you don't have to worry about name collisions when writing your code. In other words, you can have 2 different module files that define the same class name, but because they're scoped locally, you don't have to worry about them interfering with each other. In addition, it tells Next.js exactly which CSS to load for a given page, which can reduce the bundle size. Now, that may sound inefficient because you may want to share styles between multiple components, but modules have a special composes property that can import and override code from a different module. Overall, modules will make your life much easier, but we're still dealing with plain CSS here. And one thing it lacks is programmatic features like loops, functions, mixins, and things like that. The classic way to make CSS better is to use a preprocessor, which allows you to write a different syntax like sass, less, or stylus, then use a compiler to convert that code back into plain CSS. The most popular popular version is SCSS, which is a superset of plain CSS, allowing you to write regular CSS with additional features on top of it. In Next.js, all you have to do is install the Sass compiler, then change the file names in your project. All the compilation will happen in the background for you automatically. And now you can use features like variables, mixins, and functions to make your code way more concise and efficient. Sass is great and all, but the problem is that it's an entirely different language to learn, and it's completely decoupled from our main application code. We already have our JavaScript and HTML together, why not add our CSS there as well? And that's where your CSS and JS libraries come in. There are many different libraries out there, like styled components, emotion, JSS, Styletron, and many others. But the characteristic they all share is they allow you to write CSS in your JavaScript code. That allows you to do many of the programmatic things you can do in Sass, but you have the full power of JavaScript at your fingertips. But more importantly, it makes it easy to create dynamic styles based on the state of your application. In Next.js, there's a homegrown solution called Styled JSX. To use it, all you have to do is open up a style tag in a component, use the JSX attribute, then write your CSS as a template literal string. The cool thing about this is that you can now compute or interpolate values directly inside the style, which means you can dynamically change the styles based on state changes to the application. In addition, these styles are scoped to the location where they're defined, which means that like modules, they won't bleed out to affect other styles. That's pretty cool, but we still have one major problem. We need to figure out how to write code that will make the application actually look good. One way to address that is to bring in a utility class library like Tailwind or Windy CSS to provide a huge collection of utility classes that can help us rapidly build out a good-looking UI. Tailwind is very powerful, but it does require some additional tooling and configuration to get started. Once installed, you'll be able to style your components with utility classes instead of writing the CSS directly. In my experience, this tends to be a much faster way to implement the design you're going for, because all your styles are right at your fingertips with IDE IntelliSense. In addition, it can purge all of your unused CSS automatically to result in a very efficient bundle size. But not everybody likes the utility class approach, because your component HTML code can get out of control very quickly. It is a big commitment, and you'll have to learn how to organize your code properly. The other thing about Tailwind is that it doesn't provide pre-built components for you, so you still need to do a lot of work on your own. There are other popular CSS frameworks out there like Bootstrap or Bulma. What makes it different than Tailwind is that it provides pre-built components, giving you a solid collection of styles for things like buttons, cards, and so on. To use it in Next.js, all you have to do is install it with npm, then import the Bootstrap style sheet from your node modules. It doesn't have the tooling that Tailwind does, but to use it, all you have to do is start referencing the classes in your components. It's simple, effective, and has a minimal learning curve. However, if you're only using the Bootstrap style sheet, you might find yourself creating your own components to wrap those styles in a way that can be efficiently used with other components. Like you might have a Bootstrap button component to avoid repeating the same class names over and over again. Another problem is that using Bootstrap like this will result in a large bundle size, because there are a lot of unused classes that will get included in the final CSS. When it comes to React, a more tightly integrated approach is to use a full-blown component library. There are ones that already do that for Bootstrap, but the React ecosystem has many other design systems that you'll want to check out. An awesome one I've been using lately is Mantine. Not only does it handle much of your CSS, but it provides a ton of utilities to handle things that you would otherwise have to do in JavaScript as well, like hooks to use the intersection observer API to know when an element is visible. It also has tools to manage modals and notifications, calendars, and a ton of other stuff. Now, libraries like this tend to be fairly opinionated, so make sure to choose one that you really like. Other ones worth checking out are Ant, Material Design, Rebase, Chakra, and Tamagui. That's not a complete list, so let me know your favorite library in the comments. Congratulations, you now know 7 different ways to deal with CSS and React. Keep in mind that you can mix and match all these different techniques to use whatever works best for your application. If you want to learn more advanced concepts with full project courses, become a pro member at Fireship.io. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.